Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? Hopefully everybody's good today. Hopefully you had a good weekend. A new week is upon us. And hopefully it's a good one for you. Let me know if the audio's all good, guys. Can you hear me all good? Are we coming through okay? Back at it. We are back at it. We're going to play some Wuthering Waves again today. I've got to catch up, man. I've been slacking on 2.1. I'm not going to lie. There is a couple of videos I do want to watch, though, as well. A little bit more Arknights lore. We're trying to learn as we go. We will be starting the game soon, once I've got through a bit more of 2.1 and done a bit of Zenley Zone Zero as well. I thought we'd check out the Arknights timeline before Rhodes Island, maybe today. And maybe some other videos as well. There was one that I'm sure I added to a watch later, but I can't seem to find it now. It's not gone into my playlist for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if I added it to another playlist by mistake. We are going to get round to watching this ultimate Arknights iceberg as well, but I kind of want to have a specific stream for that, right? Because it's a big video. It's like, what, 2 hours and 20 minutes long? And I like to yap, so God knows how long that's going to take. So we'll try and make a specific stream for that. All right, guys. But I want to shout out to everybody who's been coming through on the videos recently. You guys have been awesome supporting the content. Thank you very much. The Arknights community has been really chill, man. So appreciate you welcoming me. Actually, did I add it to the watch later playlist? I might have done. Where the hell did that go? Okay. I don't know. I don't know where that video's gone. Hold up a second. Let me just have a look at my history, see if I can find it. Where's it at? Somebody did tell me to check out Bagpipes English voice lines as well. So you might do that if you get time also. Yeah, I don't see it. What the hell? Okay. Maybe I dreamt it. Maybe it was all a dream. Maybe it was all a dream, guys. Maybe it was all a dream. Too much Arknights lore the last couple of days, and I just dreamt stuff up, right? I just dreamt stuff up. It might have been what happened. Shout out to everybody who checked out the video earlier on as well, guys. If you haven't already, it's a pinned comment in the YouTube and the Twitch chat. If you want to go check it out, let me know what you think. It's much appreciated. I do have a couple of videos ready to go for the next couple of days as well. One just talking about the ecosystem in Wuthering Waves, because we all know it's kind of trash at the minute. Or at least it could do with some tweaks, right? And we've got some ideas. And it's talking about the Ryuku Sensei video as well. And we've got an Arknights Enfield video coming as well. I do want to do an actual proper scripted video as well soon for Arknights Enfield. Just talking about some of the things that I'd like to see in the future in the game, because I am really looking forward to it. It's my most anticipated gacha game at the moment. But welcome to the stream, Shy, Olive, Danny. How's it going? A funny guy. Welcome to the stream, Sarah. How's it going? Hopefully you're all doing well. Okay, hello. Do you guys all have a good weekend then? Was it a good one? As well, guys, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. Saw your last VOD. Glad I could make it live for this one. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content as well. You know, just a bit of gacha tourist touring a little bit more. And our next vacation spot, I think, is going to be Arknights. I'm loving the universe again. I'm liking the variety that it seems to encapsulate. I'm here for it. And I'm not going to lie, you know, just the little tidbits here and there to like Warhammer 40k stuff. Really big fan of that. Really big fan of that. So, yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's been a blast. Hey, what's going on, Zing? Welcome to the stream. Let's go, more Arknights. Kathy, how goes it? Are you doing all good? Honestly, I have zero idea about WoA, so I'm pretty much hanging out for some Arknight stuff. Hey, appreciate it. You guys, obviously, like I say, I bounce around a little bit. I am a bit of a gacha tourist, so I know it's not going to suit everybody. Every stream, every video, you know what I mean? But, whether you guys want to come through and hang out when we're doing whatever, it's appreciated, man. And as long as you enjoy the content, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Yeah, so I'm just trying to learn a little bit more, because like I say, the whole story with this is I played the Arknights Enfield beta, basically, right? And I fell in love with the game. Right? I absolutely fell in love with the game. And, you know, people kept telling me, you need to check out Arknights. You need to check out some of the lore. Check out some of the videos. I was like, you know what? okay, after a few people kept saying you should do it, I was like, you know what, let's actually start to learn a little bit more about the universe, because it's a game I'm really looking forward to. So I was like, why not, right? Why not? Let's learn about it. We're going to be spending a lot of time on Enfield, because I really do think it's going to be a big game for me personally. I'm going to be like playing it a lot, because I've had an absolute blast with the beta. So, you know, let's learn more about the universe that it's set in, right? Don't get discouraged about the gameplay. It's easy on the player at the start, but it's very hardcore and hard. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Hey, made it to a live one. What's going on, Orin? Welcome to the stream. Jamie, how's it going, buddy? Finally, caught up with your lives with his streams. Welcome to the stream, Dergrove. Welcome. Everything's as well, Jamie. If you want to know how much hardcore Arknights gameplay is, react to contingency contract max risk. So I might have to have a look at that as well. Guys, as well, just a little heads up. I do have a Discord. My Nightbot's broke at the moment. She doesn't seem to want to connect to the chat. If you check the link in the description, there's a link to my Discord. If it's working, I'll tell you what I will do though. Let me just pop a Discord link into the chat as well. I do have a channel in there. If there's any videos that you guys are interested in potentially sharing, right, hit me up in there as well. And that way then you can just straight link them to me, and then I can try and attempt to get around to watching them. Just pop it into the chat actually. And that way then, you know, you can share any content you want me to check out. And don't forget to check out the music there at your main attraction. Yes, we're going to get round to that as well. We are going to get round. People have shared me some playlists for the music as well. We will get round. We've got a lot of stuff to try and get round to. Of course, I want to be looking at other stuff in the space as well. The Dark Souls of Gacha games. Did the new combat event at 5 AM. Got all rewards apart from the last one. Quite pleased with myself. Which one's that one? You want about Whimpering Wastes, Kathy? Where's Reverse 1999? I want to get it back on Reverse 1999 this week, actually. I was planning to play some today after a little bit of Wuthering Waves, but I just don't know if I'm going to have time, because it's like 10 past 1 today. I'm a little bit late, man, if I'm honest. I'm not going to lie. Can't lie. Running late today. Especially the contingency contracts event. That's a whole new level of hell. Okay. All right. You know what, Pixel? There's a website that is dedicated on archiving the lore, so that way you can just read it on and off stream, so you can catch up to lore. Oh, is that? What's that website then? What's that website, Renegade? Thanks for that. CC9 Max Reese took 1 day to complete the stage. Honestly, SSS is much harder compared to CC, though. You need some specific operator to beat the boss rush. Micromanagement in contingency contracts are insane. I swear I pressed the pause button more than anything else. No, it's a rerun one, I think. Oh, which one's that one? Oh, is that the Infinite Battle Simulation? If it's that one, I think. That's one of my favourite events, actually, that is. I really liked that event before. That was really fun, I thought. I think they should lean into that a little bit more. I was about to sleep, but I can't miss you going live, especially when we can give you some context while reacting to Arknights. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you get some sleep, though. Make sure you get some sleep. I do appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, CC got me stressing for hours as well. I'll send it to you on the Discord. Nice one, Renegade. Appreciate ya. Did some integrated strategy 5 that came out in Arknights the last 3 days, and it's been fun and hard in higher difficulty. I can't wait to get into the game, actually. I'm on it, if I'm honest. I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, I'm a tourist, you know. Wuthering Waves at the minute is kind of like my main gacha game. But I'm a tourist. I play a bit of Zenless Zone Zero. I play some Reverse 1999. I bounce around. I've been playing some Terror God New World. I play some Arknights. Hey, I play Cat Fantasy, okay? I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I should be. I'm shameless. But, you know, I play a bit of everything, really. I stopped playing Snowbreak now. I haven't played it for a while. I haven't played any PGR for a while as well. I think the sync's just too much for me at the moment. I did test out a little bit of Nikkei as well, which I do want to get back into, if I'm honest. Sort of Convalaria as well. I do like that. You know, I've also got to admit, I kind of enjoy playing a bit of solo leveling the Rise from time to time, which, you know, probably shouldn't admit that, but still. Nah, I can miss a day, especially when my sleep schedule is established, where I wake up like a princess. Okay. I said it on Discord, DM and pinged you. Nice one, Renegade. Appreciate ya. What makes me addicted to Arknights for 5 years is you don't need to worry about DPS or meta. You can pretty much beat new event with OG operators. That's good to hear, then. That's good to hear. I must admit, I'm not really a meta slave. Personally, when it comes to gacha games, I have the 3 stages of meta for me, you know? Waifu meta, and, well, it kind of interchanges. It depends on how I'm feeling, how strong the waifu meta is as well. It's usually waifu meta, fun meta, and then the meta. And as I say, it interchanges. If the waifu meta is not too strong, then obviously I want fun more than anything. Of course, you want fun all the time. Sometimes the waifu meta is strong, right? And it's like, okay, this character might not be the best character or the most fun, but I've got to get it. I've got to get it. So yeah, I'm not really a slave to the meta, personally. So like, I like a little bit of freedom and variety in my games, if I'm honest. All right, let me get these, what's it up, actually? This playlist I got. Yeah, I don't know if, I must have dreamt that about that video. I swear there was a video that I saw titled, I can't remember the title now, this is what's making me think it was a dream. And I was like, oh, I'll save that to watch later on stream. It's not there, though, so I'm like, I don't know if I've just been watching too many Arknights videos the last few days, and it's just confuddled my brain. I'm not too sure. Where are we? Okay, I've set up a specific playlist for the Arknights lore. So, okay, so I did want to watch another Terrasorium video, and I think it was the third one in the list. Let me just double check if it is the third one, because he's only uploaded 4, I think, hasn't he? Yeah, so we've watched the intro for beginners. We've watched the intro for beginners for the races. Then I wanted to watch the timeline before Rhodes Island, and then the next one after that is the Years of Pythia, or Pythia. I'm not too sure how it's pronounced. Where's that video gone, though? I'm so frustrated about it. I could have I think I'm going to watch the Holy Night Light as well. We'll watch that video from the actual Yosar channel. I know it's 4 years old, but hey, look, I'm a big fan of the Emperor. I haven't even played the game, and I'm already a big fan of Emperor. So, hey, we've got to watch that, right? We've got to watch that. Oh, there we go. I have added it. It's a video that, for some reason, it went to the bottom on playlist. It's an older one, but it's, there's Sammi and the Collapsals are terrifying. So I thought that might be interesting to watch, actually. So maybe we'll get around to watching that as well. That's the 3 that I've kind of, got a priority on watching at the moment. What is good about Arknights is the rarities doesn't necessarily mean that 3 stars or 4 stars are not usable. They can be used and are still used by everyone, even meta players. Okay. Alright, let's get started then. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going, chat. Let's get going. Hopefully you're all doing well as well. Let me get OBS set up as well, actually, so you guys can see what the crack is. I'm not going to be able to see anything, actually. Yeah, I saw the video and I was just like, ooh, okay, all right. Watch 22 Days of Arknights. Let me have a look. "22 Days of Arknights." Was this the 22-day review experience beating Arknights a month ago from Zaykazilla, I believe? Is that what I'm looking at here? Is this the right video? This one here. Slap it into a... Yes, the Arknights iceberg video is on the list. I need to, like, specifically set up, like, have a stream kind of dedicated to that video, really. Because, again, I do yap sometimes. And I'm fearful that video could just turn into an entire stream. So, like, we need to have a stream where it's like, right, we're not gaming today or whatever. We're just going into this. Oh, these ones are now at 36 as well. Okay. We got some chonkers here, guys. We got some chonkers. All right, okay, I'm down. So we were talking about this before, because like I do make my own content as well. You might think I'm just a react channel, but I do scripted content sometimes. Sometimes I do like you know, just off the cuff kind of videos where we just like maybe ranting or just talking about gacha games in general or stuff that I'm looking forward to, that sort of stuff. But I do like to do a lot of react content, and because I like react content sometimes, and I like to watch react content because the way I look at it, it's almost like it starts a conversation. I love to just like to talk about video games, you know what I mean? So like start a conversation with the community and stuff. So yeah, I was talking about, I do want to like try and have a dedicated stream each week where it's more just about chilling out with the community, talking about the games, reacting to some content, and just having a conversation, rather than just like, you know, sweating on some games. Like, yeah, the iceberg is quite long and needs time to digest. Okay. She raised me up as a pretty great fan. Envy of Arknights got me emotional. A couple of people mentioned there's a Steam Nights animation as well that's really good, apparently. Agreed, Grive, agree, yeah. I know some people don't like react content in YouTube, and I suppose you could consider it as, some people see it as like lazy content, but like, I suppose it depends on how you do react content. Really, for me, it's just an excuse to yap, if I'm honest. Some people will literally just sit and just like, you know, it's a bit of floating head video. But I enjoy watching react content, so, you know, the way I see it, it's an enjoyable way to, like you say, engage with a community, engage with content, start a discussion, you know, you got the context right there, and it's like, oh, actually, that's got me thinking now. So that's a reason why I like it. Yeah, the Steam Nights look fucking sick. Like, as somebody who's a big fan of Warhammer, first thing when I looked at them, I was thinking, like, are they looking like steampunk space marines? But like, when I think about it, they are a bit more like dreadnoughts, and somebody said they kind of are similar in the sense that apparently there's like somebody in them, and it's like the armor keeps them alive or something like that, which is kind of like you know, like kind of like dreadnoughts. Like, it's like when a person's done their duty, and then they're like, you know, they're kept alive sometimes. Sometimes it's for penitence as well, and they're kind of kept alive inside this sarcophagus within, like, the dreadnought to continue serving on even after, like, death almost, in a sense. So, like, when I saw that, I was like, woo! Is Arknights Enfield better than Wuthering Waves? For me, I don't look at it like that. Because, like, you know, when you look at, like, Wuthering Waves and Genshin, Enfield is so much different to Wuthering Waves and Genshin than they are to each other, you know? Like, I'll compare games all the time because I think it's fair, but like, Wuthering Waves and Genshin are much more similar than Enfield is quite unique, actually, to be fair, if I'm honest, V. In regards to the space, anyway. It feels a lot more like a single-player MMO, or like a more old-school action JRPG, you know, squad action JRPG in a way. And I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of it. React content and my bread and wine. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on, Reggie? Welcome to the stream. I wish you had a playable city. Oh, man. Somebody says as well, because the Emperor's not playable. Yeah, I was like, that needs to happen. If it doesn't happen in Arknights, we need to have a character like that in Enfield. Like, give it to me, and I'll be happy. I want to turn up as a penguin, dual-wielding Glocks, and I'll be a... that can take my money, you know, basically. What's going on, Lucian? Welcome to the stream. I would honestly love to hear your thoughts on Arknights endgame contingency contract. I honestly think a contingency contract system for HSR would save the game. I'll have to have a look into it then. Yeah, I'll have to have a look into it. Yeah, I used to love Star Rail. I've kind of stopped playing it. You know, I started to see the direction the game was going in like quite a few months ago. And I must admit, with how things are now, I've really not got much desire to go back. I hope things change, because I do like Star Rail. Because I did have the idea of going back to Genshin and Star Rail. I've kind of lost that desire now. I'm like, with all the games that are coming out, I don't feel the need to, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, then. Let's get into this... timeline before Road, shall we? I gotta say, shout out to Terrastorian, who's only uploaded 4 videos on the channel. They are super high quality. I love to see it. Love to see it. You know, I'm still making slop now, really, and I've been on YouTube for years. my first few months, my first few uploads on YouTube were diabolically bad. So, you know, you want closed captions on, do you? Yeah, okay. They're on. Neo, welcome to the stream, Square. Arknights has never incentivized a ranking system. Yeah, that's one of the things I like the look of with Enfield, because you remember when the banner first came out in the beta, everybody freaked out, didn't they? And there was other people as well, but I felt like there was only me and a couple of other people that weren't freaking out. I looked at the system. I didn't know anything about Arknights at that time. I had no context. And I was like, this system actually doesn't seem that bad, because if you look at copies, they don't really seem like they're that significant at all. And this system, really, if you're smart as a free-to-play player and as a light spender, it's a really good system. Really good system. What's going on, Michael? Welcome to the stream. Damn man's about to drop the nuke on himself already before playing the game. The thing is, that's because I'm such a tourist. I need as much as possible given to me third party wise, because I just don't know if I'll ever have the time to get through everything. Because I'm hoping that Enfield's going to be coming soon as well, which I'm going to no life Enfield, by the way, guys, when it comes out. Oh shit, I'm going to need some tissues. Oh, is this deep? Are we talking some deep stuff here, are we? The Gacha is good. I still don't understand. People are scared of change. I think people have been groomed to the Huyo system, you know? A 50-50 system at like 80 to 100 pulls, your PT carrying over, that sort of stuff, and thinking, well, that's obviously the best system, you know? Guarantee after a fail, that sort of stuff, not realising that there is better ways to do it, because like on the surface, you might look at it and go, wait, no guarantee PT doesn't carry over. Wait a minute, what's this all about? And that's what people saw that and just freaked out. Chester, also a good evening. Just arrived yet? Well, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. I was pulling both Evelyn and Quincy banners. Don't know who to pull. The Gacha Lord's chosen Evelyn. Let's go. I want to get Evelyn bad. I'm worried that my luck's about to run out on Zenly Zone Zero because I've had insane luck recently. Jumping on and getting the characters in like 10 pulls every time I get on, but we're about 30 pulls deep on Evelyn now, I think, and we still haven't got her. Actually, I don't even think I'm that deep, actually, because I really want to get her. She's just, oh my God. There's reasons, okay? There's reasons, and I'm sure you know why. But anyway, let's get into it, shall we, guys? Let me have a quick drink before we get into it, and let's go. We'll stop the yap. We'll stop the stalling. Hey, Breesley Bear. Appreciate you stopping by. Apologies if I'm a bit sniffly today, guys. I don't know, man. Something's bothered me the last few days. I've had a sore throat and I got the sniffles. I don't know if I'm coming down with a lurgy or what. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So, yeah. I apologise. Honestly saying, first temple, I do have to come back for a few weeks from CZ. Yeah, Astra, Jane Doe, and Miyabi. I think I got all three of them within 50 pulls. Insane. Weapons as well. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? And then Wuthering Waves is just punishing me, I think, for that at the moment. He knows I'm cheating. It's like, you ain't getting nothing, bro. All right, then. Let's get the volume sorted. Okay, then. Anybody who's been watching my videos recently knows that I'm trying to learn as much as possible before starting Arknights, because I fell in love with Arknights Enfield, and I want to learn more about the universe, and everything I'm seeing so far is just making me more excited to just delve into the universe, because it's got some pretty cool lore. We've watched the first two videos from Terrastorian, and I must say, guys, if you haven't checked out this guy, check him out. He's only uploaded a couple of videos, and they are super high quality. But let's get into the next one then, shall we? This is Arknights timeline before Rhodes Island, and yeah, let's see what it's all about and get this show on the road. Let's go.
Welcome to Terrastorian, the channel where we explain Arknights lore. I am Akka.
Top tier quality as well.
We'll provide a
really
timeline-style summary of key events from the rise of Babel to its decline, which eventually led to the formation of Rhodes Island as we know it today. Most of the information we'll use comes from Babel, Walk on the...
Oh, is that why it's got the terror in its insignia then?
Dust, Dark Knight's memoir, and other relevant events occurring around this time of Babel's existence.
Okay.
There will also be some educated estimations of time for events where we don't have the exact date, so without further ado...
A little bit of theory crafting, eh? Okay, I'm down.
It all began with a decisive war that took place...
Well, sure, there are a few errors I find in his videos. Okay, that's fair. See, I just get it from... I'm kind of taking it as gospel almost, because I'm ignorant to the facts, I guess. You know? As somebody who does theory crafting videos myself, I let it slide sometimes, because, you know... I don't do lore, I do more theory crafting stuff, really.
100 years ago.
Okay.
Between Calcit and her alliance, and the Sarkaz of Kazdel. Calcit feared the constant wars waged by the Sarkaz, previously known as the T-Kaz, and grew weary of their defiance.
Is it T-Kaz or T-Zak? People said it was T-Zak, yeah.
Reclaimed the Black Crown. She forged an alliance with Victoria, Lefania, and Gaul, then declared war against Kazdel.
Right.
In 898, the war finally came to an end, but that's where the true story begins. Although Kazdel lay in ruins, and their Lord of Fiends, Elish, was killed...
Is Kazdel that's the one that's like got wars going on in between it, like civil wars, and they've been kind of at war for a long time, yeah? Is that the one that has some sort of like, if I remember rightly, because I'm hit with so much at the minute, I'm overwhelmed. Stuff that's kind of based on, like, I was getting some ideas of like Israel maybe. Or am I tripping now? Am I getting it mixed up? Because there's so many tidbits that I've got over the last few days. I'm kind of overwhelmed with all the names.
Causet also fell in battle.
Okay.
And the Alliance suffered devastating losses.
Dude, those steam knights.
Yet from this conflict,
cool.
6 legendary figures arose,
Okay.
later celebrated as the 6 heroes of Kasdo.
Okay.
Among them were 2 siblings, the twins, Syracuse,
I love the character design in this game as well.
and
peak.
Teresa,
It's
a
peak.
tailor. Guided by the myriad of souls, they found the Black Crown, the power source of the Lord of Fiends. Syracuse crowned his sister, making Teresa the new Lord of Fiends. In the time between these events and where our story picks up, much has happened. Causet was resurrected, and later became close friends with Teresa. Lappland, one of the 6 heroes of Kasdo, ascended to become the leader of the Banshees' court.
Some of these names are
In
really cool as well.
1029, Gaul waged war against Lappland.
Okay, so
This
is
conflict
Gaul kind of based on like France then? Is it?
would later involve
These are NPCs, are they? Jeez.
nations of Victoria and Ursus, and later became known as the Battle of the Four Emperors. A conflict that would shape the balance of power among many nations of Terra as we know it today.
France, yeah, okay.
In 1030, Teresa, now the Lord of Fiends,
Okay,
and
that
her
looks
brother
badass.
Syracuse, the general of Kasdo, met with Scar-Eye, a Cyclops and leader of the Scar Market, to discuss the
Okay,
future of
the
Kasdo
Scar
and
Markets.
the Sarkaz. They also addressed the ongoing war between Gaul and Lappland, during which the Emperor of Gaul had secretly enlisted royal court casters from Kasdo as an advisor. The primary purpose of the twins' meeting was to discuss the establishment of the military commission of Kasdo. After the meeting,
So
Teresa-
are they like really like I'm guessing they're like you know that they have a lot of knowledge of warfare then the Kasdal. Am I tripping in that, you know? I know their nation's kind of been destroyed multiple times, right? But I'm just thinking because they've been at war, is that why they're trying to enlist those guys in a sense? Is it because they're, you know, they're such you know, storied warriors, if you will?
shared with Syracuse her vision of creating
Am I
a
just in
place that
headcanon
would
right now?
transcend the borders of race and nation. This idea will later serve as the foundation of the organization we now know as Babel.
Okay.
In 1031, the Battle of the
Thousands
Four
and thousands of years of
reached
war.
its climax as the Empire of Gaul faced a formidable alliance of Lappland, Victoria, and Ursus. The Emperor of Gaul
Okay, am I getting like, is this some sort of like reference to the Napoleonic Wars here? You know, like you know how there was like an alliance with what was it now? It was Prussia, Britain. I think who else was involved? The Portuguese, I think as well. Yeah, Spanish insurgents against Napoleonic France. Yeah.
Gaul fell on the battlefield, marking a turning point in the conflicts. The Alliance forces then laid siege onto Lingones, the Gaulish
Sort of,
capital,
yeah.
reducing it
Okay.
to ruins. With its defeat, the once mighty empire of Gaul was erased from the map of Terra. In the autumn of 1031, the Kasdo Military Commission was formed and replaced the old War Council. Teresa
Except this time France literally gets
Syracuse
wiped off the
invited
map.
the leaders
Hey, look, I'm British. You know, there's a lot of British people that might be like, ooh, I'm joking.
the remaining royal court members to attend. Present at the meeting,
We love our
were the
French
Great
brothers.
Banshee, the Nachzira King, the Vampire's Sanguinarch, and the Damatzi Cluster, who was in disguise outside the room. The Cyclopses did not respond to the call, and Fremont, the leader of the Liches, sent only his regards to the twins. While La Carameline did not object to the formation of the military commission, she did insist that the Banshees were still recovering from the wounds inflicted by the previous war. As such, they would not participate in the effort unless called upon to defend Kasdo. Nesalim, the king of the Nachzira and mentor of Patriot and the twins, expressed no objections to the commission, so long as there will be a war to be fought. Ducario, initially indifferent, became interested after being persuaded by Syracuse. The Damatzi was present, but they did not say their piece and were merely outside in a disguise.
Okay.
Around the
Sneaking.
same time, Babel was formed, and volunteers were invited to help and trade around Kasdo.
Okay.
It is estimated that Hodera, Enos, Ascalon, and potentially Logos were all born approximately between 1060 and 1070.
Question. So where are we now in the world in terms of year? Are we around like 1260, 1300 or something? He said it was like 200 years back, or was it 200 years back prior to something else? What's the sort of year in Terror at the moment?
W, also later known as
I know it's Kathy.
was likely born a few years later. In 1068, the Casdalian-Lefanian War began, when a Lefanian elector
It's 1099
sought
right
to
now,
claim
thank you.
Casdo as compensation for the lack of spoils from the Battle of the Four Emperors. Scar-Eye demonstrated his opposition to the Lefanians by killing the envoy
Nice one. Cheers, chat.
and throwing him into the soul furnaces in front of Teresa and Pheresis.
Damn.
During this period, as Casdo was escaping from the Lefanian fleet by charging directly into a catastrophe, miraculous path opened through the storm. Teresa and Pheresis led their armies of Sarkaz through this path. There, amid the storm, the twins encountered the young Ascalon. Remembering the ancient prophecy, they nevertheless chose to take her in and adopt her. Not too long after they welcomed Ascalon, tensions begin to arise between Babel and the Casdel Military Commission, reigniting the Sarkaz's mistrust and resentment towards other races once again.
Right, okay.
Around
So,
1070,
the Sarkaz, yeah, did they like kind of have a bit of a superiority complex as well, if I remember correctly?
as tensions between Babel and the military commission continued.
No, I know there's like a lot of, I guess, interpersonal things with race in this game that people have been speaking about. You know, I think it leans into like, you know, the differences, shall we say, and tones of like racism between all the different cultures in the world.
To escalate in Casdel, Cowsett
Not really, they're
became
just
an
outsiders
advisor
because the
and
outsiders hate them.
arts
Right,
instructor
okay.
For a company in Colombia. Afterwards,
That's the ego,
she
right,
moved to
okay.
Sargon, where she
Yeah, see,
rescued
I'm getting hit with so many different names the last few days. I'm like, sometimes they're muddling in a little bit. I think you took me Siega. Right, okay, thank you.
who we now know as Passenger. Together, they joined a group of mercenaries tasked with transporting an important prototype. However, the mission went awry. While they managed to escape, Passenger chose to remain in Sargon, where he was mentored by Isin, an elderly Savra soothsayer, while Cowsett
You're looking like
continued on
Palpatine.
to Ursus. At some point, we can estimate
Ursus
that a
is
young
Russia, yeah.
Cabernet was thrown into the birch woods of Casdel. This is where the young Enos and Hodera met for the first time.
Yeah, that's it. The idea
Between
that sea people, is that the one that's like
1077,
Atlantis?
Cowsett worked in Chernobyl, Ursus, studying sarcophagus as a new energy source.
Okay, we saw a lot
She
of references to
collaborated with
Chernobyl
Lilia,
yesterday.
the mother of Fornik, Sergei, the father of both Alex and Misha, and Ilya, the father of Crownslayer. All were scientists recruited by the Boris Group to study the sarcophagus. Despite their successes and breakthroughs of harnessing its power, the military intervened. This led to the total annihilation of the team, with Sergei turning against his colleagues after his family was kidnapped. The only survivors were Cowsett, Lilia, and Sergei, who later went missing and was later killed. Around 1080, Cowsett would meet Lilia again, who persuaded her to assassinate the Ursus Grand Duke Vanya.
Aegiri calls Atlantis. Sarkaz are the demon people. They face discrimination for how easily they get erypathy and the war relationship with other nations in the past. Right, okay. I was going to say, because I know, like, infected by a lot of people are considered, like, less than, aren't they? Just really realise how many name drops this video has for an outsider. Yeah, dude, the last few videos have kind of been like that. I'm getting hit with, like, stuff left, right, and centre, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm getting an idea what's going on. It's like I'm getting a history lesson on a nation that I've just never knew about, like, you know?
And responsible for the attacks on their research team years earlier. The assassination attempt would be successful.
Once upon a
Cowsett would
time.
manage to get into the room where Vanya was already dying. They had a discussion, and Vanya
Sarkaz are born
allowed
from the
Cowsett
first
to end his
Originium.
life by injecting him with a drug. Afterwards, Cowsett and Lilia fled Ursus. Between 1083 and 1084, Cowsett was in Victoria, assisting Count Vincent in treating his ailing wife.
Yo, this dude looks like he could be rocking with the Sith, you know? You could just be rolling up with, like, Darth Vader and his crew. Yeah. You know?
At the New Year's party, hosted by Vincent, she also met his niece, Heidi. However, things took a turn when Cowset noticed the arrival of one of the Emperor's Blades of Ursus outside the party. She instructed Heidi to keep everyone away from the garden, then went outside to confront the Emperor's Blade. In classic Cowset fashion, a lengthy dialogue exchange ensued between them, followed by a fight. Ultimately, the blade departed. Shortly
Hey, you got to have a good long talk before you have a scrap, right? If anime's taught me anything over the years, you know, you got to have a big exposition dump and then get into the scrap, right? You know, nice bit of filler before the fight.
afterwards,
Get you
Cowset
pumped.
received a letter from Teresa, informing her that the excavation of the Rhodes Island landship has been completed. It's indicated around the time that the Rhodes Island landship was excavated in Rumbilliton.
Hey, thanks for
Teresa
the
saved
subman,
Ray
appreciate
and
it.
the team of hunters during a sandstorm.
What gun is
In
that?
1086, Casdo entered a period of a cold civil war,
Okay,
with
we heard
Pheresis
about
and
these.
the military commission opposing Babel and Teresa. Eventually, Teresa and the remaining Babel members were forced into exile, making the Rhodes Island landship their new base of operations and headquarters.
Oh, okay, so that kind of like, again, goes into this sort of stuff with, you know, if there is like, you know, references to Israel with that then, and with the road ship as well, like, you know, being exiled and that sort of stuff, a place to find home and such. Especially with like this stuff with the Babel as well. I think we're getting like, you know, these are biblical references, right? Not an expert on religion, but I feel like that's what we're getting here. Then while you're fighting, explain everything you're doing and be surprised when your attacks do no damage, right?
The year 1019
It became their arc.
when the Doctor
Okay.
is finally awakened in the landship by Teresa and Cowset. Upon awakening, the Doctor learns the current state of terror,
Hey,
the
Leo.
nature of Originium, and the plight of the Sarkaz. Curious to understand more of this world more deeply, the Doctor requests time to explore Terra firsthand. Later that year, travelling through Rumbilliton, Doctor rescues a young Amir from an accident. Soon after, they are joined by Savage, who accompanies them on their journey through the region. In 1091, the Doctor was called back to Babel. While Savage did not stay, she promised to visit from time to time. Upon returning, Cowset joined Doctor and Amir, informing them that Teresa wished to meet in person. When Doctor and Amir finally reached the landship, Amir was introduced to Teresa and Cowset. In a private meeting with Doctor, Teresa asked their perspective on Originium. Doctor responded it wasn't meant to bring suffering, adding that Originium's impact on life has not gone as intended.
Interesting.
Teresa then led Doctor to a barren, Originium-infested wasteland to showcase her work. This marked a pivotal
So like,
moment.
because like people have mentioned, people have had passing mentions of what humans parties, like the humans, well, the Doctor, do they have a little bit more of an understanding of things then? So like, what is the deal with Originium then?
In the story of Arknights.
Doctor is the Originium creator. Okay.
Within this wasteland, Teresa
Sounds about right, you know, humans messing it up for everybody else. Okay,
revealed
alright.
a small garden, untouched by Originium and unscathed by catastrophe. She explained that this garden symbolized Babel's research into Originium and her hopes to reverse its effects. Here, Teresa revealed to the Doctor that she had found a way to use the Originium's stored data to recreate life. Doctor was stunned by this discovery. Teresa remarked that no race understands Originium better than the Sarkaz, but clarified that this is only the beginning. Her vision was to extend this restoration from the garden to Casdo and all of Terra, reversing Originium's destructive influence to create life and transform Casdo into a true home for the Sarkaz. She dreamed of a world where Originium no longer inflicted suffering. However, as events would later show, these aspirations would clash with Doctor's own goals. Shortly after, disturbing news arrived, as the Duke of Cavendish had summoned Pheresis and the military commission to Londinium.
If you read Babel before going into Enfield, you'd be stuck at this flower field for a good 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of like glazing over stuff in Enfield because I really wanted to experience it properly when the game launched. That's one of my only issues when I play a beta. I try my best to just ignore pretty much everything related to story references. I just try to go through the gameplay as much as possible. And I use the stream to just kind of keep me occupied in that regard. So like I can appreciate it when it launches.
Fearing that the Sarkaz would be drawn into another war, Teresa travelled to Kazdel to declare that she wouldn't allow them to participate.
I think the
While
precursor
Teresa
of Dr.
was
Race will be
away,
revealing
renegade
more
soldiers
detail in the
from
future
military
story.
Commission attacked Babel. To prevent losing control, Doctor took command for the first time, organising a defence and successfully
Definitely cried in the Babel
repelling
event.
attackers. Meanwhile, in the Scar Market,
How closely
Ascalon
linked do you
encountered
think Enfield is going to be to Arknights then? Do you think it's more going to be like a bit more of a spin-off? Or do you reckon it is going to act as like the basis for potential... Because like my thing is, if it is going to act as the potential for a sequel in regards to how they're doing stuff, you know, how does that work as Arknights continues on, you know? Could it act as like a spoiler beforehand? I don't know. Well, depending on when it launches, of course, and where Arknights is at that point. Or will it act as like kind of just like a... Yeah, like I say, it's more of a spin-off. It's set in the universe. There's a lot of references, but like, you know, at the same time, it's... I don't know, he wants to appeal to new players. Yeah, it seems that. Like, I just hope the world building's at that sort of level. You know, that's my only... I don't want to say worry. Because, like, I look at this and I'm like, dude, the levels of world building here, if they bring this into Enfield, I'll be so freaking happy.
Scar-Eye. After a brief argument and scuffle, Scar-Eye admitted that he was the one that orchestrated the encounter with Teresa and Pheresis in 1068.
The gate that they used to travel to
Later
Enfield
on,
was in
Teresa
Arknights
was prevented
IS4.
from meeting her
Oh,
brother
okay.
Pheresis by Kazdel's other leaders, who feared a direct confrontation. She saw, however, that the Sarkaz were still willing to fight for Pheresis' vision, burdened by the sense of duty towards their king.
Seems like
As she
they're
prepared
always
to
willing
leave,
to fight.
A group of mercenaries and volunteers from Kazdel, loyal to her vision, followed her. According to historians, this war between the twins was formally declared in the winter of 1091, ending 2 centuries of peace within Kazdel. In the winter of 1092, the civil war between Babel and the Kazdel Military Commission intensified. During the civilian rescue operation, Doctor witnessed someone succumb to erypathy. This tragedy heightened Doctor's concern for those afflicted by the disease, and deepened their inner conflict over the use of originium. While the exact date is uncertain, around 1093, Hildra's team of mercenaries, including Ines and W, were contracted to assist Babel with their missions. This included the fateful mission to escort the landship, where misinformation led them to a dire situation.
Depending on how time works on Talos 2 compared to Terra, they could both be existing. Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, true. You know, leaning into the sci-fi elements, you've got a lot of room to play in those sort of things, haven't you? I think the Enfield trainer kind of explained. So that's what I need to do once I've had a little dive into the game and I've got a little bit more context. Once the game comes out, I'll probably be able to appreciate it a little bit more. Isn't Enfield a standalone thing not attached to the main game? I don't think so, because there's already been references in the game, hasn't there? So it's a bit odd that if it is going to be, I'm assuming it is going to be a standalone title in itself, but not entirely self-contained. It feels like there is definitely some connections, if you will. It just depends on how heavy they become, doesn't it?
It might have ended up disastrous if not for Teresa herself intervening on the battlefield.
That's a good point as well, DeGrove. You know,
Meanwhile, Doctor updated their log, reflecting on originium.
You got to, I suppose, ground it a little bit to a degree as well, haven't you? If you're going into a 3D environment, especially if you're going to show a lot and rather than tell it.
That Nessalem and the Nazira Sarkaz were likely to get involved with the civil war. This development raised concerns about potentially the involvement of the vampires in the struggle. Near the end of their meeting, Ines and W entered the room, having just completed their latest mission.
Damn, I
On
like
a rainy
her.
winter in Kazdel's
I like her.
The location where the statues of the twin heroes of Kazdel was erected, Doctor meets Pheresis. This is the first time they've ever made contact with each other. Doctor reveals they've long been in possession of crucial military plans, and have arranged for the secret meeting to offer Pheresis something valuable. Technology that can control originium, the Shard. Doctor proposes a deal. Pheresis would destroy Babel, scatter its forces and followers, and unify the Sarkaz under the military commission rule. The Doctor believed this method would unify the Sarkas and ensure the expansion of Originium. Pheresis challenges Doctor's sincerity, accusing them of speaking lightly of sacrifice. Doctor insists that their birth...
See, these little things here as well. I replied to somebody in the comment section. They mentioned a conflict that happened between... I forgot the names of the characters now. I'm overwhelmed with all the different characters' names. But they said that, like, I think the Doctor and, like, your squad kind of, like, were privy to a fight between these two characters that were just going at it blow for blow, and you guys just really couldn't, like, get involved because these two were so powerful or something like that, according to what they said. And I like that. Like, these here, like, we've got characters actually genuinely questioning our motives as well, which I like, because that's one of my problems a little bit with Wuthering Waves. I've said this multiple times. For me, I think worlds become a little bit more interesting when you're not really a Mary Sue character. You know, you're just perfect in every which way. You know, you trip, you fall over, and you fix everything kind of thing. I like it when it's not so much like that. I do. I like it when there's a little bit of a back and forth, and sometimes the characters might not necessarily do the right thing, even if they're trying to do the right thing. Now, I'm not saying that's actually going to happen, that happens in Arknights, but, you know, I like that. It makes a protagonist a little bit more interesting to me if they're slightly flawed, or they're just, you know, they make mistakes sometimes, or they don't actually see the greater picture for what it is. Whereas, like, sometimes in Wua, the rover is just like this kind of perfect character.
Burden is greater than Pheresis realizes, driven by the weight of larger ambitions. Pheresis, however, is unsatisfied with Doctor's offers and demands a more direct way to advance the war. He insists the only way to save Babel's members is for Doctor to kill their own leader, Teresa. Pheresis believes this will ensure the fall of the organization, making their survivors no longer a threat
we
to
made
him.
mistakes.
Doctor was reluctant at first, but finally agreed to this deal. They said they will tip the scales of destiny. In early 1094, Pheresis' forces began their advance into Victoria,
Check those
prompted
wall
by the
towers.
Duke's ultimatum. By spring, Babel had deployed sleeper
Some of the
agents,
imagery is really cool,
including
though.
Julie, as an intricate plan to orchestrate a coup among the Victorian mercenaries and undermine the trust of Victorian dukes, with the ultimate plan of eliminating Pheresis. As summer approached, Babel initiated their strategy to reclaim Kasdel. Events unfolded rapidly. Julie and her fellow assassins launched their attempt on Pheresis' life, coinciding with his own assassin's mission to eliminate Teresa. The situation at the landship deteriorated when Doctor disabled its security systems, allowing Pheresis' assassins to execute their plans.
Oh, shit, okay.
And Dracariel observed their king's
Damn,
final
I could never
struggle
imagine
from
Rover doing
resistance.
something like that.
Teresa, sensing the impending danger,
The Rover just figure out how to make it all go away, you know?
used her arts to shield Amy's vision when the child sought her for a bedtime story. She faced her would-be killers, former Sarkaz heroes who have fought alongside her and Pheresis during Calcit's crusade. These assassins had mutilated themselves, cutting their horns and marking their skin, concealing their identities beneath shrouds to erase their existence as Sarkaz traitors. Within a dark bubble, Teresa shared with Amia a tale of a hope-seeking puppet, whose fate ended up in despair. When the bubble dissipated, Amia discovered an injured Teresa among fallen bodies. After Amia agreed to help changing the story's ending, Teresa transferred the crown to her through a fatal sword strike, rendering Amia unconscious. The final moments unfolded swiftly. Doctor arrived at the command room with additional assassins, but Teresa, in her last act, erased Doctor's memories, urging them to find themselves. The Convalis of Banshee's Dirge announced Teresa's death to all Sarkaz, prompting Babel's immediate withdrawal from Kasdel. Calcit discovered Teresa's body alongside the unconscious forms of Amia and Doctor. In Londinium, the assassins, sensing Teresa's death, pledged their allegiance to Pheresis. Despite Manfred's protests, Pheresis accepted their loyalty and commanded them to infiltrate the Mausoleum of Kings and eliminate every...
Okay, alright. It gets deep. Okay. I'm here for that. Oh, man. More games need to do this.
Steam Night Within. In the aftermath of these tragedies, Babel finally collapsed. Those who remained aboard the landship fled Kazdel. Teresa's body was taken by the Confessarius, while the unconscious doctor was transported by Calcit to Schönebog City and placed within the sarcophagus. Calcit and Ascalon systematically purged
I love
the
that piece of
remaining
music.
traitors and instigators, while W relentlessly pursued Teresa's assassins. Despite the devastation, hope endured. Those who upheld Teresa's ideal would later rise again and form Rhode Island Pharmaceutical, led by Teresa's successor, Armia. The organization dedicated itself to eradicating oropathy and ending the tragedies caused by Originium. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, whether you're a player or...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I haven't played the game, and that's like, damn, okay. You know, like, a lot of the context there, I'm not getting, but like that end bit there, I'm like, okay, shit. Again, I hate to keep coming back to Wuthering Waves, but I play a lot of Wuthering Waves. I want to see this. This, again, please make sure this is something we get in Enfield. Please, I want this. I want there to be stakes. Make sure death isn't just a thing as well. That's just like, whatever, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, the power of friendship will get us through all the time. We do not have to worry. You know, cliffhangers are not really cliffhangers. There's no real emotional points there, rather than somebody just had a sad past kind of thing, you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, do you know what? Again, I keep saying it, man. I keep saying it. The more I watch, the more I want to play the game. We are going to get round to playing the game as well, guys. This is making me look forward to the game more and more. I know people talk about it being in like a more visual novel style as well, which, don't get me wrong, I understand it. From a storytelling point of view, it can take away a little bit sometimes, can't it, depending on what you're asking for. Or I think with a world like this, I can take that. You know, I could take a little bit of a nerf on the actual storytelling for a story like this, because it seems like a really, really, really interesting story. Watch the trailers. Yes, we're going to get back to watching the trailers. We probably won't do it today. We went through about 50 trailers. No, I think we got up to 70 little trailers yesterday. In AK, if an NPC dies, they die. I like that. I like that. That's why AK fan bases are ages when Enfield story are mid at best. Yeah, I hope it steps up to this sort of level, because this does look really interesting. The mission accomplished after killing Teresa was brutal. We killed our wife. So if you're wondering why the doctor betrayed Teresa, it's because they were stuck between the tragedies that Originium was causing in the present and his previous civilization's plan to save themselves. Okay. See, I like that. I like that. That's like a conflicted protagonist. That's interesting to me. You know, there's all different kind of tropes and cliches in storytelling, but I'd rather that sort of stuff in my storytelling than a perfect being, you know, that just, like, say, farts a solution. We need to fix it. The world's about to end, and they're just like, sorted. I did it. I fixed it, guys. Look how great I am. I'm awesome, yeah. For 5 years, Teresa's killer was never known until this event. It was all... Oh, really? Oh, is that what they did? Holy cow. Arknights storytelling does not pull punches. They don't give a fuck about how dark and sad they want it to be. Smalls in Children of Ursus. Roll 13 Assassins also exactly same Max Squad 2. Of course, there are happy stories in Arknights too. It's not just sad and depressing ones. But that's the thing, though, isn't it? When you've got, like, lows make highs seem better, don't they? And highs make lows seem better. If you're just kind of at this plateau of everything's all just good all the time, you know, you don't get those, you know, you don't get those, that emotional roller coaster, if you will. The Originium is their last hope to save the civilization. Okay. To be fair, Arknights lore has been cooking for 5 years now to say that Enfield's intro story is mid is undeserved. Again, I can't quite say, although I've played a good amount of the beta. Again, I glazed over the story. I try not to take too much in betas, for one. We've seen with Wuthering Waves, story can get retconned heavily, can't it? I don't mind giving a game a bit of time, because sometimes some stories take a little bit of time to simmer. Now, it is on developers to try and get you hooked right away, But at the same time, sometimes things take a little bit of a time to simmer, to get on the boil, don't they? So like, yeah, I'll definitely give the game time. And actually, after seeing this sort of level of world building, I'm expecting a lot. I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't even played the game yet. Yo, just a guy, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Either you save your own race or try and save the current civilization, which is like 96% doomed. After 5 years, we learn why Calcit hated us so much. I can imagine why. After that, both handheld bloodbath choices he needs to choose. It's inevitable for a character development. Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. You know, you can get character development from, there has to be poignant things that happen to characters, don't they? To allow for the switch, the change in characters. You know, to either characters come from being a nothing burger character into a prominent character, coming from somebody we start off hating to somebody you like, somebody you start off loving to somebody you grow to despise. There has to be those moments down the road, doesn't there, of a character's journey, to the forks in the road, if you will, that make them make the choices that develop the character along the way. It's so funny that we just got a massive roguelike game over Casdale's Pass for our Valentine's Day. But did they come in with some super dark shit for Valentine's Day, did they? Just an insanely morally grey area for the Doctor. To be honest, like, you cannot choose, but you're forced to choose. Well, that's it, isn't it? If you were involved in, like, something with this global scale, you're going to have to make hard choices. Because, again, I know I keep going back on about Wuthering Waves, but, like, I've been saying this for a while in Wuthering Waves, but, like, I got a lot of pushback from the community. Because they were like, well, it's a protagonist, that's how it's supposed to be. And I was like, but if you want them to be interesting, I don't think it is. I was like, I want to go to places in Wuthering Waves, because with this Arbiter, with this powerful being that's been to Solaris multiple times in the past, I want to get to places where potentially we made choices in the past that negatively affected the people of that area, and even it might not have even been a conscious choice to hurt those people, but we had to make a choice for the greater good, and some people just come off worse. And you know, there's that sort of storyline there where it's like, these people don't trust you, they don't accept you. There's problems all around that, like, you know, because at the minute, like, say, we just go everywhere and everyone's like, hey, you're that guy, man, you're really cool. You know? No, I didn't do the final boss. No, I didn't. I played a good bunch. And then I was just before that boss. I think I was on the run up to it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it. I want to leave it now. Although I've been addicted to it, I had to pull myself away just to come back when the game launches. Like, you know. I hope you all saw Adapt the Children versus into an anime form. Yes, I need to still watch the anime. I'm gonna get round to watching the anime as well at some point. I wish they made a book about the story of Arknights. They could, couldn't they? They really could. You know, dude, I'd buy some nice hardbacks of that. As like somebody who's a big Lord of the Rings fan, I've got so many Lord of the Rings books. You know, I've got like the Silmarillion, the Untold Tales, bestiaries, everything. You know, I love all that sort of stuff. I do. To be honest, each side story can be their own game on itself. To be honest, we need Dark Knight's anime. That's a Terra lore book. What, is there an actual Terra lore book? Actual physical Terra lore book, is there? To be honest, in Arknights, we wait up and everyone feared us. See, I like that, because that's we kind of had that at the start in the CBT one on Wua. You know, like, we came along, we fucked up Crown List, didn't we? And then we sucked him up with the power that we have. And she was like, hold on a minute, pulls out the strap and is like, I don't trust you, don't move, or I'm going to blow your fucking brains out, basically. And then they changed it to, that happened, and everybody was just like, oh, you're amazing, we trust you straight off. Which you wouldn't, would you, if this powerful being just popped up and started doing some weird shit in a world of monsters and stuff, you'd be like, okay, can we trust you right now? There's an Arknights animation that covers the War of the Four Emperors almost perfectly, as well as the creation of the Steam Knights. The video is called Arknights Centuries, and it has a copy, by the way. Right, okay, I'll have to have a look into that. Watch it live. I make videos when watching the anime. It is reaction worthy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into maybe doing something like that. We'll see. I need Hypergriff to animate Patriot last March against Rhodes, detailed inch by inch to perfect the atmosphere. I do have a manga, side stories that still hit hard. and even a cooking manga where you can follow the. Oh, really? Interesting. I might have to look into that, Christmas. It's not translated for global yet. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's untranslated. Okay. And it's thick. Let's have a look. I do like thick things. The repository on the world of terror. Oh, yeah, they need to get these translated. Is this it? Terror a Journey. Is this it here? Yeah, they need to get this translated. They need to make that happen. That's a nice keyboard, that is. Really like that. It's a 400-page book. Yeah, it's chonky. It's chonky. The book setting is written by an in-game NPC and has correction notes. Oh, really? So somebody said that one of the people developing the game is a big Warhammer fan, yeah. Stuff like that kind of makes sense, because that's one thing I really like about the Warhammer lore, is that it's designed in a way that's like kind of how we see our own history. So much is left up to interpretation, mythos, lies, the victors being the people who tell the truth, and some of it just being, total conjecture. I like that when world building's done like that as well, when it's like, man, we kind of think this happened, but it's told from the people within the world, not like a narrator's version, more from like a first-person perspective, shall we say, of somebody on the ground. So it's kind of like they're seeing it with their own eyes, so that they tell it with their own biases as well, I guess. I'm down for that. Anyway, guys, as well, if you haven't checked out Terror Story, and check him out, I'm sure a lot of you guys have anyway. We will get around to watching the Year of the Pythia book as well. There was another video that I did want to watch, actually, and it was a Sammi and the Collapsals Are Terrifying. That sounds interesting to me. So we're going to check that out, and then we're going to check out the first anniversary, the special animation, the Holy Night Light. I want to check that out as well. Warning, Arknights concept trailers of copyrighted music. Yes, you know what? You know, in those some of those trailers that we were watching as well, there was one of those that got a copyright claim as well. Just the one. I'll have to go back and look what it was so I can let people know, because people were really kind to say, look, dude, these are the videos that have got the claims on. And there was one, but it was only one, so I was able to just clip out the little bit of music, and it sorted it. All the Sarsot songs, yeah. It might the one with the speed. I'm not too sure which. Let me just see if I can find it, because I have clicked it out, so it might not say it. I mean, if I go to my emails, actually, it'll probably say, but it might not be there. Where is it? Let's yeah, I can't see it in my email. Hold up 2 seconds. It was what, 2 days ago? So it would have been on the 15th. Here we go. Video cannot be monetized. Yeah. So it was one of them. It included Starset music. I don't know which one it was, though. Go to view all actions. Maybe it might still be there. Oh, no, it's gone now, because I've clicked it out, so it's gone. It did have the name of the it was like 2 hours. I think it was like 2 hours 22, I think, into the video, if I remember right. So if it's the right one, I could be wrong here. Just trying to see which video it is. It's not that one. To be muted if it's the one I'm thinking. Somewhere around there. I'll have to have a look later, and I can relay that to you people. Might have been, yeah, it might have been. It's the Cold of Brawl animation. It might have been that one, Paradigm. It might have been that one. Speed of license is DJ Akawari. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. It's no big deal anyway. It was only the one, so I could trim it out, and it's not like my streams don't really make any money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It might probably be where Emperor appears in the bar. We should do the Steam Night Centuries video, some animations now. I want to check out this, the Sammi and the Collapsals are terrifying, and I was going to watch out the Holy Nightlight. Is that one good to watch? Some people were saying that's okay to watch. So I was going to check that out.
And must be deleted.
YouTube's been really weird at the minute. Alright, this is from Fab Night. I don't know if any of you guys know this person. It's safe to watch. Okay, okay. Cheese, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, buddy. It's good to see ya. Yeah, those Steam Nights are cool. Do you know what? Let me just. I'm googling the Steam Nights. I want to have a look at some pictures. I'll have a look at some pictures. Yeah, man, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, man. And they're just to punch the shit out of people, do they? How badass is that image? Might have to save that image. That could be a nice wallpaper. That could be a nice wallpaper. Might be a little bit small though. I'm trying to find a 1440p image of that. Somebody made one. Or is this a cosplay? Oh my days, that's fucking sick. Holy cow, chat, look at that. That's sick. That's actually dope, that is. That's actually cool. Some people are so talented, aren't they, when it comes to making cosplays? That is insane. It takes so long to do. It's like, again, like I know, like they're probably a little bit more akin to a dreadnought. Or I've seen people doing the Space Marine cosplays that look very similar. Sick. Okay, I like that. Okay, that's badass. We might have to try and find some videos of those guys, because that looks fucking dope. That looks dope. Medieval Gundam suit cosplay. Oh man, what's that anime now? Oh, we're going back to probably early 2000s. I'm gonna say. I'm thinking earliest late 90s. It was an anime. It was an isekai anime. A dude gets like sent off into this other world, and it's got like kind of like mechas in it, but they're not like, you know, sci-fi mechas. They're more fantasy mechas. Oh, what's it called now? Fortress of Cabaneri. No, it wasn't. It wasn't in Fortress of Cabaneri. Oh man. Oh, damn, that's annoying me now, because it's on the tip of my tongue. Gate. No, no, it wasn't Gate. They were almost steampunk style. With the Mecha Golden. I can't remember. It was like, oh damn, I'm gonna have to try and Google. Dude, that's triggering me. That's really triggering me now. Oh my days, that's getting on my nerves now. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I think that might be one of them out of it. I think that might be one of them out of it here. In the middle. I'm sure it is. I'm sure that might be. Was it Night of Magic? Maybe it wasn't then. I don't think it was that. Maybe it might have been, actually. Maybe it was. It wasn't Gate. It definitely wasn't Gate. I don't know if that is it, actually. It might be. I can't remember. That's triggering me now, that is. That's triggering me. Definitely not 100 then, no. No, it wasn't gate. No, it wasn't gate. What's going on, Sir Gacha? Gargantua on the... No, it wasn't that, no. Oh, it's triggering me. It's like... I've got such a bad memory I have. I just remember, I think it was on Cartoon Network back in the day, man. No, it's not Breakblade, no. The one with the femboy MC. I can't remember, you know. I can't actually... Did the girl get... Or did the boy and a girl? I can't remember. I just remember them being at school, and then they got, like, brought into this world, and it's like this fantasy world, and there's like flying ships as well, and I think they use like stones that like magic stones that elevate the ships into the air or something like that. Pixel having the situation they're in the seat of puzzles all over again. Told you, man, I'm a smooth brain. I'm a smooth brain, man. It happens. I've got the memory of a fucking goldfish, man. Absolutely. The Jetsons, you know. All right, then. I've got to flush it out of my brain because it's going to trigger me all day long if I don't. All right, let's check this video out then from Fab Knight. Arknights, Sammi, and the Collapsals are terrifying. This title just got me straight away in the thumbnail. I'm interested. We're trying to learn more about the Arknights universe, so I want to learn more about this. Let's get into it, shall we? And let's see what it's all about then. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Ooh, nice. Like the style.
The following document is
Escaflowne!
classified.
I think it was Escaflowne. I'm sure it was Escaflowne. I'm sure it was Escaflowne. I'm sure it was Escaflowne. I could have swore it was. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's it. You've unlocked something in my brain there. I'm sure it was Escaflowne.
As a level 4 info hazard. Unauthorized access will result in termination through memetic kill agent. Proceed at your own risk.
Let's go.
Object name, Collapsal.
Shades
Containment
jeans
class,
rocks.
Keter. Special containment procedure. Under no circumstance are Rhodes Island operators to approach the lands of Sammi. Observation of the Collapsals must only be carried out through video and audio recording equipment
We can
managed by
turn
the
CC off with
operators
this.
stationed at the Sammi border. Under no circumstance can these recordings leave Sammi and must be
Ooh, okay.
deleted after an operator adequately rated for exposure to cognitohazardous material has examined and confirmed the recordings follow containment norms. The operator that has viewed the recordings must then have their memory deleted by another operator with the Arginium arts to do so, to prevent them from being affected by the info hazard. If in case an expedition to Sammi occurs, follow all these guidelines to ensure the safety
Even just the memory of it's a problem? Okay, damn.
of Rhodes Island
I
operators.
like the style of this video.
Sammi has its own logic. Whenever you feel it's necessary, silently recite it to yourself. If at that moment you start questioning Sammi, immediately run away. Leave Sammi. Sammi seems to have no logic at all. Whenever you feel the need to doubt, don't hesitate. Show your skepticism. If you feel confident at a moment when you should doubt, immediately run away. Leave Sammi. People who speak can generally be trusted. But if you encounter someone silent or the shadow of someone speaking, immediately run away. Leave
Yeah, that's
Sammi.
kind of creepy.
Respect the customs of the locals. Do not touch the trees of the local people, let alone stroke the shadows of the trees. If you do, immediately run away. Leave Sammi. On nights when the twin moons are dim, do not spend the night in the forest. If absolutely necessary, do not spend the night
It's
with your
almost like the purges here. Like, it's almost like, you know, like chaos corruption. It's really terrifying. Some of the things in Arknights can definitely be considered a SCP. Once their memory erased, they'll become new Gacha MC. Collapsal basically like chaos corruption in war. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting a little bit, you know.
companions. You must separate.
Thinking
out
of them
each
is like a
other's sight.
beacon for
If the
collapsals. Yeah, kind of like chaos then, man. As soon as it's into society, it just permeates from the very connection with somebody kind of thing, like.
conditions do not allow this, or if there are any other factors
That's why
around
psychers
you
are
that
so
make you and
dangerous,
your
aren't they?
companions afraid of staying alone, immediately run
Thinks
away.
you're doing Sammi, leave Sammi.
If you find that your inner thoughts receive verbal responses from others, do not answer. Immediately run away. Leave Sammi. If you keep these warnings in mind, then when you need to use them, you will naturally know. If you haven't kept these warnings in mind, immediately run away. Leave Sammi. Do not bring back things from Sammi that should not be brought back. If you do, immediately run away. Take it.
Okay, so I'm getting the idea that really the best thing is probably just not to go to Sammi, right? You know? And if you do, next thing you should do is just leave Sammi, right? Okay, all right. I'm getting the picture. I'm getting the picture. I sent you a Discord message that links directly to the Leave Sammi memes. It's a trailer from the official Arknights channel, and they made it. Oh, okay. All right. Let's have a look at that then.
Back to Sammi. So, now that Typhon and IS-4 are released, we finally get our first look into the stories and
That was
lore
a
that is
W
happening
intro,
there.
that was.
So I think this is the perfect time
Set
to
the
talk
tone.
about one of the most interesting parts of the world of Arknights, in my opinion. That is Sammi, and the demons living in the...
That's saying a lot so far, because I've seen a lot of stuff that seems very, very interesting. So it's a big statement.
Infi ice fields. If you didn't know, Sammi is located at the furthest north of the Arknights world. It's loosely based off of the culture of the old Nordic and Arctic folklore. Some of the things that make Sammi and its lore so cool is how much they lean into mystic animism. Animism being the belief that all objects, places, and beings have a spiritual essence, that everything, even plants, rocks, trees, and even the weather, as having agency and free will. We are able to very clearly see this in the traditions and practices of the people of Sammi. From people listening to the heart of Sammi by building settlements close to the trees.
That's cool. It's almost like almost visually like giving me ideas like Yggdrasil. So these like Nordic people then. The portal leads to Talos. I was just thinking that just when somebody mentioned the portal. I was about to say that, but I was like, I don't know if I'm reaching there. Okay, that's cool.
2. People getting drunk and trying to befriend the trees. The people of Sammi believe that these trees are sacred. The shamans of Sammi would read prophecies through the bark of the trees, and they would perform rituals so that when they migrate, the trees would migrate with them.
That's
Shamans and medicine men being extremely important figures in Sami's culture. Understandably so, as they are the ones who would make all the big important decisions too. Sammi, being a very isolated society, we barely know anything about them. It adds to the mysticism of the entire place. Take one of the spirits of Sammi that we actually know of, Amma, who is one of the spirits that protect Sammi. Amma here is actually a lord of the beasts, much like Dolly and the Emperor, being basically like a protector spirit to Sammi. The people worship her, treating her like a goddess. But why exactly is Sammi as isolated a place as it is? Sure, we see in Typhon's vignette event that the tribes of Sammi are pretty hostile towards outsiders, but there has to be more of a reason to this, right? Enter the Collapsals. Collapsals are the demons living north of Sammi in the Infi ice fields. They are not unlike the Seaborn in a sense that they are extremely dangerous threats to the world of Terra if they are left unchecked. But in what way are they dangerous, you ask?
Is there any references to Blackstone in Arknights as well? Because like just listening to stuff like this as well, there's almost a little bit of me there that's like, oh man, that kind of sounds a little bit like White Walkers as well. Because if you look into the deeper lore in the Song of Ice and Fire as well, there are sea-dwelling creatures apparently, you know, and there's links to the stuff with the Blackstone where they're like almost like two sides of the same coin kind of thing. Like it's some really interesting lore in Game of Thrones actually.
Oh boy, do I have some things to tell you. That little intro I made was obviously inspired by the SCP universe. I presented the Collapsals as an info hazard and a cognito hazard.
Blackstone floating fortress in Arknights.
They are dangerous to perceive through one of your senses, and that it is dangerous to even think about them. So what would happen if you were to make an oopsie and break one of the rules in the intro, or delve too deep into learning about the Collapsals? Well, here are a few things that can happen that would...
So, we shouldn't watch this video, right? We just need to get the fuck out now, yeah? Everybody needs to just get out, guys. We got to bounce. It's done. It's over. Let's go.
Indicate the presence
know
of
too
Collapsals. Plants would start to bloom in the form of flowers, an unnatural blackness that won't be able to be caught on recording devices like cameras, pitch black snowfall or black fog, and if you yourself are corrupted by the Collapsal, you would experience black blood oozing through your orifices. Your body would have black patches and your internal organs would be hollowed out. Also, your face will resemble that of black holes, which we actually see.
That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
On the enemies in-game. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, it's dangerous to perceive them and it's dangerous to think about them. If you do, that's already enough to manifest corruption.
Yeah, done.
Once you're corrupted,
Dunzo.
you would lose all sense of self.
It's true, Leo, true.
Become like
Good
a zombie
point, actually.
Just trying to spread.
That's the superpower. Just be like me, have a terrible memory, and then you're like, man, I can go there, bounce. It's all done. I forgot about it. Forget about it, you know?
collapse even more. Okay, sure, that makes them already extremely dangerous, and that alone is why people aren't allowed to go in and out of Sammi to prevent the influence of the collapsals from spreading. But that isn't everything. To an extent, they can manipulate space-time, they can cause hallucinations, which further develops the physical and mental corrosion of a victim. They prey on this fear and even cause this fear to manifest. And even
Okay, I see what you guys are saying now. About like chaos. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely seeing that.
just being around them, they would cause conventional physics and how we understand the world to break down. Common sense wouldn't be so common anymore. So, how in the world are people still here and Terra isn't completely overrun by collapsals? Well, because there have been many extremely powerful people in Terra that have went to Sammi to push back against the threat of the collapsals. From Emperor's Blades, to Tianxi, even Wendigos from Syracuse. Remember people saying that Patriot in his prime is one of the most powerful characters that we'll ever get to know? Partly because Wendigos are just so naturally strong. You would also know that Patriot was known to be the last pure-blooded Wendigo. I wonder what happened to the rest of them.
Right, that's what's kept him at bay, right? Yeah, Emperor with the Glocks, man. He just rocks up, does his thing, a little bit of a Guncardo, and they're like, yeah, all right, we see how it is. All right, we'll leave you to it.
But of course, the main force pushing back against the collapsals are the Sammi Snow Priests,
We don't want the smoke.
We know two that are named. This guy, he's dead now, and Santala, who took his place. Even if they're literally built to fight against the collapsals, they don't win 100% of the time because we can see the Snow Priests fall to corruption too. But regardless, we know that they're strong enough to earn the respect of Patriot. Now, how are they so strong? I'm not 100% sure of this, as I have not seen anything to definitively prove it, but it's probably because they are being helped by Sammi's will.
Emperor would body those collapsals double wielding a Glock, right?
Now, you might be wondering why I'm treating Sammi, the location, as a living thing. Remember me talking about the beliefs of animism? In the most literal sense, Sammi is alive. From the trees that the people have built around, to the mountains that border the Infi ice fields. We see this in one of the frontier memoirs of Ending 1. Magellan thinks. She puts her hand to her chest. She feels her heartbeat and that of the tree. She understands now. It is no plant. It is the heart of Sammi. She has walked across Sammi's spine, challenged Sammi's will. She has descended into Sammi's scar and wandered inside Sammi's body. Through Sammi's bones, following the lights of Sammi's neural network, Sammi forgives her intrusion. It has shown her its scars and vulnerability as a gift to the explorer. No one knew of Sammi's pain until now. Compassion from a kindly spirit gives comfort to its tired soul. So, with all this said and done, how does all this lore fit into the gameplay? Well, we see so much of it. The main enemy type we see in IS4 is of course collapsals, or at least the people and things that have been corrupted by its influence. And we see how much the collapsals want to spread, seeing how fast they fucking go. We see these unfortunate people that have succumbed to the corruption of the collapsals. But we can also see just how alive Sammi is. Using one of the most famous nodes in integrated strategies, the Syracuse girl. If you choose to loot her house, it fucking comes alive and punishes you for it. We get to see the various things that the collapsals have corrupted. From warriors of Sammi tribes to the Sammi Snow Priests, even corrupted Emperor's Blades. You get a sense that nothing is safe from these bastards. Even the collapsal's mind-bending abilities is in full display. We get to see it via the collapse paradigms. Things like dequantification, non-linear movement, and pan-society paradox describe how mind-bending being in the presence of a collapsal is. Blurring the boundaries of numbers, phrases like, the shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line, and the value of all products have become incapable.
Isn't that down to like that sounds like the idea of wormholes, isn't he? You know, what is it? The getting the two pieces of paper and drawing the dots on each side and then folding the piece of paper and putting the pen through, Event Horizon style.
Of being explained with
we can't use drone warfare on them. Get a predator drone out, done.
How they feed off of and manifest your fears with emotional entity, where innermost negative emotions become an actual monster. Not to mention all the
so it can literally manifest.
Where we can see and have a more solid grasp of the culture and mysticism.
That's giving me like Lich King vibes. That mountain with the light there.
These lands. It really is amazing and engrossing to see all of them. Even when braving through and suffering with the higher ascensions, it's honestly just incredible and I loved learning about it. And I hope I conveyed even just a little bit about how terrifying and fascinating this all is.
All right, nice one, Leo.
But that's all I have for you in this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was a great video. That intro was banging. Dude really gave the vibe of like how much of a threat and a potential hazard they are and that place is. Again, there better be places like this in Enfield, man. There better be places like this in Enfield. I'm telling you, we need it. I need it anyway. That was a really cool video. I'm going to give this dude a sub, man. That's FAB Night, Fab Night, guys. Go check him out. That was some top tier content there. That was actually really well made, well edited as well, eloquently put, and yeah, man, cinematic. I like that. That was good. That was. No PV trailer watching today. I can watch a couple. We're not going to watch, like, because we went through like 70 the other day. It's like 2:30 now. I do want to try and get on some Weir at some point. So, well, hopefully I do. I probably won't watch too many of those today. But we can watch the trailer for this event. I sent it to you. It's okay. Let me have a look. Please, no, I don't want to fight Collapsals in Enfield too. Is it the Integrated Strategies Expeditioners Yoglung Marker? Yes. Okay. Let me just quickly pause that a second. See what other ones you guys have sent. Arknights, he's back. Cosmic Horror. Ooh, you know what? I want to check this out because we watched a Bionic Factory video.
Corruptions. And
it was the Demons of Terror badly explained. I like this guy, man. I like his vibe still. I do like his vibe, Bionic. And that aura farming video we watched, I enjoyed that. Dude makes good content. Collapsal equals chaos, Seaborn, Tyranids. Oh my days, dude. Tyranids are just like, yeah, I'll check out right there. Tyranids are horrendous, horrifying. Yo, Stonebud, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing, man? You good? What's going on, Zach? Actually, I don't think having a place like that is good for Enfield, at least not for the release, for difficulty that can be. Well, I'm not so much, well, I guess, I'm not really so much talking about difficulty, although with something like that, you would want difficulty for it to have the vibe, I guess. And it doesn't have to be on release. Like, because already for me, Enfield definitely has, it's obviously a nice, bright game as well, but there are some inklings of, like, you know, some dark themes, some grittiness there, you know, and I hope that the game leans into that stuff, because as a lover of sci-fi and fantasy, I like the whole spectrum, you know. I like the stories of hope and the, you know, the cultures that you aspire to be like, the characters that you aspire to be like, you know, the grey areas in between, and then these areas that are just, you know, these places, these people, these creatures that are dark and scary, and, you know, I want that all to be in there, because just visually and the combat wise and the mechanics of Enfield, I'm a massive fan of. If they can bring over this sort of world building, it might become my favourite gacha game. Like, you know, at the moment it's Wuthering Waves, but like after playing Enfield, I've been really enjoying him. What's going on, Heinshell? Well, it is explaining Enfield that Collapsals, Aethermorph, that was special kind of... Oh, okay. See, like, in Enfield, I tried not to absorb any story if I could. You know, to appreciate it as much as I can when it comes out. Don't know about Collapsals, but Aethermorphs is a thing in Enfield, which is what Crazy Sion is supposed to be. True Collapsal from... Okay. All right, okay. Hey, Brom, just want to know, do you play or stream Arknights, or do you stream Wuthering? You calling me Brom? You calling me Brom? Brom? Was that bro? I was thinking of Brom then. I was like, I don't look like Brom from Game of Thrones, do I? What? Get out of here. I haven't played Arknights yet. I'm going to play it, though. I am going to play. I stream a bit of everything, really. I'm a gacha tourist. You'll find me streaming Zenless. You'll find me streaming Wuthering Waves. You'll find me streaming like Reverse 1999. You can catch me streaming like Girls Frontline 2. If there's a new gacha game coming out, I'll stream it, you know. Random little games. I've been known to stream a bit of cat fantasy. I know. Okay. You can laugh at me. PGR, you know, Snowbreak Containment Zone, whatever. I'm down to stream it. If it looks fun, I'll play it. Arknights lore is more like all Earth history and media mashed together. Yeah, it's kind of deep. Yes, guys, yeah, definitely, man. Drop a like on the stream. It's much appreciated. Definitely helps out as well. I have got my latest video linked at the top of the chat, guys, if you want to check it out. So, yeah. I advise continue the trailer watching first before watching these. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll watch this one, and then we'll do that. We'll do that, yeah, because, yeah, we've got a lot of trailers to get through. I think that's a fair point. We'll just watch this one, yeah, and then we'll go back to watching them in order. Gilberta, Leviathan, and Snowshine are all Sammi Explorer. Oh, are they? Okay. Interesting. All right, okay. All right, let's check this out then. Let's watch this on. And then we will, probably not tomorrow, but Wednesday, we'll get back to the PVs and go through all those trailers, because we're like, I think there's 130 odd. I think we got to 70. So we're about halfway there. All right, let's go then. Arknights Integrated Strategies Expeditions Yoglumaka. Probably butchered that. Whatever. I'm English.
There are two major routes to reach the NV ice field. One takes you, the surveyors, through Ursus, and the other through Sammi. Ongoing disputes between Colombia and Ursus greatly hinder application procedures for the Ursus route. You are thus advised to take the Sammi route.
Really? It sounds like bad
After
advice.
leaving the Colombian border, you may choose from several paths through Sammi to reach the ice field. However, the natural environment of Sammi is incredibly complex, with overlapping wetlands, forests, and mountainous terrain that can easily prove challenging to inexperienced surveyors. The natives of Sammi call themselves the Samifjord.
Samifjord.
Most Samifjord are Lafia, with small populations of unique Syracuse and other rarer races.
Okay.
The political structure, culture, and industry of Sammi are fundamentally different when compared with most Terran civilizations.
Definitely got
We
that
still
Nordic vibe.
know very little of them, even to this day. We hope that your expeditions will help Colombia achieve a better understanding of these people. We know from current materials that the Sammi live in ancient tribal societies, the Snøfakador, or Snow Priests.
What did my guy say? Excuse me? What did my guy say? The Snøfakador? What was that?
The Snøfakador, or
The
Snow Priests, not
Snøfakador.
only serve as
I'll go with
political
Snow Priest.
heads
That's
of
a little bit
tribes,
easier.
but also provide spiritual and military leadership. Their attitudes towards you may either grant
Snow
or
did what,
deny
right?
safe passages
What did he do
through
to my door?
Sammi. Unfortunately, most Snow Priests do not welcome outsiders. Therefore, you must remember this. In Sammi, you may have to contend with more than just the environment. Successful passage through Sammi will bring you to the ice field. Sponsored by leading Colombian tech companies, earlier explorers have built multiple permanent research stations, offering shelter and resupply in this region. You may also seek assistance from an ally, armed with a giant bow. Exploring the ice field is a significant undertaking, but always make safety your primary concern. Cease your expeditions and return at once if you see the following items.
Black snow.
Blooming plants with no visible roots. Pitch black snow.
Is that then you don't eat the black snow then? Okay. Because we've got that in our real world. It's not black, but you know, you definitely shouldn't eat it.
Objects resembling human hands.
Phantoms resembling Ursine officers, and
Finally, we would like to thank you for taking the time to peruse this document.
They're just like, don't worry about that. Hey, why not go today? Book right away. We're doing discounts and, you can pay in monthly installments, interest-free.
We hope you accomplish your survey goals, as it will undoubtedly contribute to Colombia's scientific and cultural endeavors.
Okay, that's cool. They got the little sponsors and that. That's dope. Yeah, what's going on, Accept? Welcome to the stream. We're watching National Geographic on Terra, right? Okay, that was a cool way to do things. I like the way they did that. That was cool. Okay, I'm glad you showed that one to me. Man, I want to go to, well, I don't want to go to Sammi. I want to go to Sammi in game, I want to explore it. I don't want to go. Then again, though, as I said, I've got the superpower. I can just forget, I can just forget, guys. I'll be okay. I'll be safe, right? I'll be safe. It went full dark and went to full 180 in the span of like 3 seconds, right? Yeah, this is a recruitment for the expeditioner to the ice fields. Leave Sammi, right? How much is the pay? It's minimum wage. Minimum wage. There are health benefits, but the only thing is your family get those on you not returning. So I don't know if you got a benefit from them, really. Sure, Sammy's totally safe, right? Safe, man. Cool, thank you for watching. It was our first encounter with Sammi. No worries, buddy, no worries. In the Chinese live stream special events, how in Genshin, when they take a break, they just post a live 2D with the cold Arknights to make fake ads to pass the time during breaks. Yeah, that's cool. I was going to say, I must admit, not to keep going back to Wuthering Waves, but in 2.0, they stepped up with that a little bit. Like, they did that. They kind of had, like, Rinasita little advertisements and stuff, which was really cool. No insurance cover. There's one more PV for IS Yogelmarker. Oh, health benefits, I mean. There you go, man. Easy sale, easy sale. You can go to Sammi through playing IS4. Here's a fun trivia. There's an item called the Wrath of Syracuse in IS, and lets you just say that dish almost caused a war between Gaul and Syracuse. Okay. Was it good, though? Was it good? Was it worth it? We was also doing those. Yeah, we're stepping it up a little bit. I must admit, like, the 2.0 live stream was a massive step up for Wuthering Waves. No. Chocolate pasta. Oh, my God. That's definitely not worth it, man. Oh, my days. And chocolate pasta is not worth it, man. No. Damn, bro. Them guys are damn bad. That must be like British culinary foods. Then they're just like, damn, bro, we need more. We're stuck with this garbage here. I'll take that. Let's go to war for it, man. There's a reason why Britain conquered large parts of the world in our own world is because the food was so bad at home and the weather that was just trying to get out. It's French. Damn, man. The French culinary terrors fell off then, yeah. Syracusans, the mafia Italians, okay. So I am Gaulish. I'll link to a good short video in Discord if you want to watch him. It's the French ruining the Italian dish. It's the French that liked it. Fair, those guys do like frog's legs, don't they? Pardon me. What's this one? Special 2024 commemorative animation. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. My bad, guys. Oh, you put that website in, Renegade, yeah? Nice one, man. Legend. Appreciate you. I'll have a look at that later. Thank you very much. Absolute boss. Since the French are extinct, people started canonically calling croissant croissant. Has anybody actually tried French legs? Not French legs. Frog's legs. Because I've heard people say that it actually tastes like chicken. Right. You tried it, cheese? The first rule in Sammi run. It sounds like a good rule, though, to be fair. Also, another fact. A special 2024 vid can be copyrighted because Millie Music. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, and we'll stick away. We'll stay away from that then. Thank you, Kent. Chewy chicken, really? If it's the Millie one, it's copyright. Okay, nice one, chat. You're legends. Appreciate you. French legs, yeah. Don't eat French legs. Don't do that. That will get you some prison time. I'm sure it will. I didn't taste like chicken. Yeah, that's what I've heard, man. I've heard multiple people say that, like chicken. I mean, if I want to survive at this point, I'll eat anything. True. True. You know, true. French legs. Freudian slip. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know? Gator tail is better. Have you had gator tail? How about lore about Arknights Enfield and Arknights OG? If you got any videos that are good for me to watch or are okay for me to watch, Seaborn Law, yeah, man. Yeah. Guys, hop into the Discord if you can, because this just makes it a little bit easier, because I don't allow, like, my links are turned off in chat, like, just to stop people, you know, potentially spamming anything, like, dodgy for my viewers or anything like that, potentially malicious or anything, you know? So if anybody does want to, you know, just jump into the Discord, I can give you a link if you want. Think. Yeah, I've still got it in my clipboard. Pop them into the React Smash channel, and that way then I can just find them a little bit easier, like, you know what I mean? There's another Babel video. Where are we? Yeah, we still got that year. Is it Pythia or Pythia? There's another bad, but it's 2 freaking hours. Yeah, if there's any long ones, you're more than welcome to share them. We won't watch them today. We will try and make some specific time to, like, do that in some streams. Because we are going to watch the Arknights iceberg video at some point. Probably, if not this weekend, it probably would have been better for me to do it on the weekend, because I haven't got to worry about, I have to get my girlfriend from work. So, like, it just makes it a bit awkward to do those sort of things in the weekdays. And in the evening, we tend to get to the gym as well. Man, all these conversations makes you wrong now. Too bad it's late in your country. What time is it for you, rival? It's by Noob Jesus.
Babble.
Oh, what is it? The most tragic story in Arknights. 2 hours and 5 minutes. I like that start there. Babble. A gacha player that has a girlfriend and goes to the gym. Victoria, I'd like definitely to learn about Victoria. Obviously, bias. I'm British, you know. I love steampunky stuff, and that's kind of what the vibes it gives me. A steampunk Victorian Britain. I'm down for that. The most tragic. Yeah. Okay. All right. We are going to add that to. I've got an Arknights lore playlist, so we can check some stuff out. Victoria got the main story advantage. Oh, he got the MSQ buff, did he? Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm down to do a music stream, yeah. That is a whole essay, right? That's a fucking movie, that is. That's a movie. Even Bionic commented on that video. Yeah, actually, somebody did tell me about the bagpipe PN voices. I've put that into watch later, actually. Let's have a look. This one, yeah? Is this the one? I'll reply to any comments as well that people are leaving on the video in a bit. Oh, I don't know if you guys are interested in this. Have any of you guys seen that game, Tides of Annihilation? Game looks insane. It's got the voice actor for Carlotta as well in it. It looks really good. It's not a gacha game. It looks really good. 2 hours is a summary. I think it took me 6 hours to read the entire Babel event story. Fuck me. Okay. Scotland. Watch Quasar MLG Arknights Long Trail. Monster Syra Records Hypergriff. Oh, that game looks insane. It does, doesn't it? It looks really good. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting this. I'm gonna be getting it. It looks really good. It's oh man, Eclipse Glow Moon, Eclipse Glow Games or something. It's a Chinese company. It's set in like I think like a fantasy version of London, with a King Arthur vibe where like Earth's been invaded by like outworld creatures or something. Looks really good, really good. All I'm saying is Bagpipe and he's one of the few. Somebody said as well, which is I thought was really interesting in Arknights. You can have different characters using different languages, yeah. So you can have a character using EN, CN, Korean, and that. Is that true? Because that's actually kind of cool. That is. Because I think more games should do that. Like, because when it comes to like Wuthering Waves, I'd definitely rip out a couple of characters and put them in a different language. That's for sure. Because they're not the best, you know. Because EN's got really good now in Wuthering Waves with like the accents and stuff, especially in Renacita. But there's still some that I'd like to not hear their voices ever again, if I'm honest. You can mismatch them. That's cool. That's cool. We also have German. That's actually pretty dope as well, Meow. Because you know, a lot of other languages tend to get overlooked, don't they? You get CN gets the love, JP obviously gets the love, Korean, and then English, and then a lot of other languages kind of get overlooked, don't they? We can have a cast speaking 7 different languages in one game. That's pretty cool, actually. That is. I suppose in a sense, kind of immersive as well. Because if you've got a game that's built on multiple people and races coming from different parts of the world, you know, kind of like, and especially if they are, you know, I suppose you could immerse yourself then really as well, because for characters that are from countries that are a little bit more based on particular nations, you could have them in that accent, that language maybe, just to add a little bit of extra immersiveness to it. Hope Enfield also do that. I do as well, actually. That's something that I've never even thought about in a game. But after hearing that they do that, I think that is a very good idea to have. There's also Russian, Italian, and regional Chinese. No way. The game structure kind of allows, but Enfield probably would not have this feature, only switch between main languages and maybe accents. Oh, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a game developer or designer. I think it could be done. I understand what you're saying. But I don't know. I think it could probably be done. My beloved potato girl. Is that what people call her, yeah? Iberians have a Spanish accent. That's like, say again, it's really nice in Renacita, you know. I love the fact that they've kept like Scottish accents for characters. You're getting regional English accents. We're getting Zany, who's supposed to be Italian. She sounds a little bit more Greek, if I'm honest. You know, I want to see more of that. It's definitely more immersive, isn't it? Characters having different accents. It makes sense. Rather than everybody having like a neutral American accent. The Italian dub for Syracusans is a masterpiece. The event was also delayed to overlap with the death anniversary of a famous Italian judge who fought against the mafia. No way. Damn, that's cultural respect there, right there, isn't it? That's insane. You can be probably takes a lot of. I suppose, yeah. I tend to forget, man, because I'm a PC gamer. That sort of stuff I never really think of. But for a lot of people on mobile, yeah, it's fair. I love my whole squad speaking 7 different languages in one stage. Imagine if in Enfield April Fool's event had all characters' voice lines changing their respective animal noises. Russian, Polish, German, Gaulish, Scottish, Spanish, Italians, Greek, different British. Yeah, man, it's definitely more immersive, isn't he? All right, let's check this out then. Bagpipe EN voice lines. Let's go. I don't know what to expect here.
Assistant. The one where you just stand next to folk eye. Nae bother.
Okay, all right, okay.
Saw that plenty in the army myself. Wait, I have to do paperwork too, and assess combat data, and compile reports. That sounds mighty hectic. Back in school,
Sounded like a
Chen
decent
always
VA
had
as
a
well.
pissed off look on her face. Made no end of enemies at first, but that's just the kind of girl she is. No
Girl.
time at all, she had people seeing her with fresh eyes. But, you know, bandaging up her wounds, cooking for her, teaming up with her squad and all that.
Who's the VA for her? For her, should I say? For her?
I had to look after her a fair bit, and that was no easy thing.
She's
I'm
fine as well.
great at
I've got to say,
driving
she's fine.
machines. Harvesters, tractors, tillers, I'll be right at home with anything.
No offense, but what is she saying? Purple burger alarm. I can't even do that good of a Scottish accent, if I'm honest. I'm too, well, people always think I'm Brummy, but I'm from Wolverhampton, which is kind of down the road from Birmingham. But we don't like to get confused, you know? We don't like to get it confused.
PDAs, screens, wireless
I don't know why, whenever it's not when I hear Scottish normally, because I hear Scottish a lot, but when I hear it in video games, because you don't hear it a lot, I always think of a scene out of this one program that was on TV a few years back now, and it was about people who've got tics, you know, like vocal tics, and, you know, they can't help themselves saying certain stuff. And there's just one bit where they're all together in a meeting, and the one guy's got his dog with him, and his dog's rolling around. And the dude's just like, your dog's got pets. Every time, man. Every time I hear it in a game now, that's all I can think of.
If you're meaning little gadgety stuff, I'm no so... Crims! I've just barely touched this! Why is it smoking? You didn't get a proper supper in yesterday, did you? No, I didn't want to hear about work. If your body gives out on you, you won't be able to get a thing done. Tell me what you'd like and I'll whip it right up for you.
She like cooking then?
Nae anything too fancy though,
Does she like cooking? That sounds like a good northern lass.
I'd be lost trying. This Rhodes Island ship is Crivens. It's 1,000,000 times more wonderful than Victoria's warships. We've got sunlight, wheat fields.
Oh, so does Victoria does it have like a fleet of warships as well? Are they like steampunk looking warships as well? Do they look like dreadnoughts or something?
Herds of stock beasts. Oh,
Only taters.
Doctor, what if we try growing
She's a
something
farmer.
too?
Traditional
Like
gal, right?
potatoes, say. I know all about
Oh, she's saying
growing
racist Yvonne.
potatoes.
Okay.
Where do you think someone's hometown ends? The hoose farthest from the tractors?
The hoose.
Or where the land meets the
There's
sky?
juice loose
Does
about
it
this
stop
hoose.
at the fronts we keep drawing and redrawing maps with all
Like
reds and
battleships on
blues
land. Yeah.
and
Oh,
lines
that's
and
cool.
arrows?
Airship dreadnoughts. Oh, yes.
You know, after so many battles, sometimes I can't...
I'm a big fan of like pre-World War One, post World War One, World War Two sort of era battleships. Big fan. I used to love drawing them and everything when I was a kid. You know, I do watch a lot of videos, like, you know, doing basically in-depth talks about different battleships. I'm sad. I know.
can't recall what my hometown looks like. I'm sure I ran across her once, that wee lass.
She's
But
really bad
she
with electrical and
looked so
stuff.
lonely, the new. So pitiful. Can she really
What's going on,
be
Skybird?
the same
Welcome.
terrifying person I met before?
Landship, not airship. Okay.
It's right strange.
Either way, sounds badass.
I should go ask her. What? I can't talk to her. Why no?
That's 100% relatable.
Nah.
Like, I watch all kind of vids like that. Yeah, I love it, man. Do you know, there's another channel I like. If you guys, you know, obviously I know people have said there's like, and I've seen it, there's a crossover in a sense, you know, like ideas in the lore with this and Warhammer 40k. You should check out the channel, Lewittin09, a dude who does Warhammer 40k lore. is the Warhammer 40k lore master. Insane videos, absolutely insane, guys. You should check him out if you like that sort of stuff.
My mum's part
Top
of the
tier
reason I
stuff.
ended up running off to military school at all.
Perfect videos to put on when you get
Always
into bed, like
banging
just listen
on
to them.
like, Vivra woman must keep getting stronger. She is. Suppose I wanted to be cheeky about it.
Okay.
Aye.
These are top tier VA lines. These are. They really are.
Though,
World War
looking
One,
back
World
on
War
it,
Two in Arknights.
no
We
need
don't
to
even
be
know which
as
World War
tough
we're
as my
on.
mum. Och, I'm still more soft and cute than hard and chiseled. Wouldn't you say?
She
Go
does
on.
look pretty soft and
Say.
cute.
When I was still in the army, I came across this spectre-like force, haunting the dark edges of Victoria, and most of the people who witnessed them went missing. I've a duty to expose them, and that's why I've been scrambling about. Oh,
I love her outfit as
didn't
well.
you step in for me? You've got your own calling to worry about, no? Ah, fancy that, skiving off. Oh, got me jealous. Doesn't he beat a nice hay pile for a few winks though, eh? I'm nodding off just thinking about it. Wouldn't it hurt to take a wee kip myself? Hello?
Man, actually hearing somebody
You're
say take a kip in a non-English video game, actually in a video game in general, and you never really hear people saying that, like, I need to take a kip, you know? That's definitely a very British saying, at least I think anyway. A few winks and I did some winks. Did sound a little bit like, yeah.
The doctor, I. Officer Chen Fei Lungman said that I'd be able to find some helpers
Chen
here.
mentioned.
I need to sign my name first. Aye, right enough. Bagpipe. There.
Bagpipe.
Eh? I've become an operator. Full-time bed and board. What's going on here?
Actually, yeah, is that what the characters? You know, your characters. Obviously, like like in Wuthering Waves, you got resonators. Different games have like agents. Whatever you will, insert like a name for the characters that you pull. What are they called in this? Then are they called operators? Operators, yeah, okay.
Whoa! You folks here at Rhodes Island sure can fight. A promotion? Can I say if I like it or not? For soldiers,
Yeah,
more
okay, yeah.
responsibilities means more battles and a greater risk of mistakes. Joining Rhodes Island has been a good thing for me. Arypathy in the infected may seem a touch scary at first, but running from it will not solve a thing. That's what I've learned here, and I mean it when I say thank you.
It's almost like they treat the people with arypathy like people used to treat people with leprosy, right? Kind of like it's what I think. Obviously, I know throughout the ages, people have had different infections. People have been treated badly over the years. That's kind of what it makes me think of. It makes me think of like how lepers were treated.
I see my way now.
Chooses a
Right ahead
steam-powered
of me.
lance.
Stand to attention. Assuming leadership, team will hereby carry out the operation. Honor your orders. Move out. All units, spread out.
She's
Orders,
getting
please.
demanding.
Standing by. Forward. My spear and I hail from Victoria. Tactics sharpen the mind. Discipline strengthens the will. Bravery shall overcome evil. Benevolence shall save lives. Be it school or the military, I've still seen worse. Phew, I've managed to live up to the reputation of this uniform once more.
This is some really good voice
Enemy
acting, this,
routed.
isn't it?
All units pursue only with caution. You get out of here! Go! How do I get to the greenhouse?
Greenhouse.
Oh, wanna go on a picnic? Just the two of us? Arknights. Doctor, how's about we go farming?
Dokuta. That was cool. Who is the VA? Lauren Conroy. Have I seen her in anything else? Just be careful, just in case Google gives me some shit that we don't want to be showing. I don't know. You never know. Is that who it is? Lauren Conroy, Say-So Voices, voiceover agency, a woman-friendly Scottish youthful voice. Lauren is known for her appearance in the BBC's Shetland and also appeared in Chichester Theatre's adaptation of The Sound of Music. What games has she done then? Confessions of Franny Langton, Shetland, The Buccaneers, The Confessions of Franny Langton, Shetland, Arknights. So is Arknights her only game that she's been involved in then? Insane? No way. That's kind of awesome they actually got a Scottish person to do a Scottish accent as well. Lives rent free in my head now, wanks. Indra ENVA are crazy good as well. My dog's barking. Hold up, I might have to see what she's doing. Ian Indra is bleeding awesome, mate. Indra English voice, all voice lines. E2 Max Trust. Arknights. Hold up a second. Just got to see what my doggy's doing. I can hear her barking. Giz a sec. They must have offered that person a hefty bag, though, if Arknights is... Right, yeah, just looking on their IMDb. I can't see any other video games unless it's just not listed on here. It's kind of insane. Silver Ash VA is also Alto in Wua. Oh, really? 2-6. She's in season at the minute, so she keeps wanting to sniff herself. Got to get your spade, didn't we? Hey, got to get your spade. Hey, my little baby. Hello. Hello. Come on. Come on, Missy. Come on. Yeah, she's like she's in season at the minute, so like every time you touch her or pick her up, she's like, I gotta sniff my butt and then sniff your hand and everything. After this season, gonna get a spade. Harold Ian voice. All right, let's have a listen to this one, then we can. I'm down to listen to some VAs actually. I do like listening to VA work. Voice fight, Holly. Are we actually going in the game here?
You're safe.
Oh, dude's got the music over as well, so yeah.
Where's that kid gone off to? You know her? The really tan shorty who's always trailing our master. Morgan is
master.
Oi! Stop right there!
Okay, I like these.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We keep it real that way, yeah? You treat me with respect, I'll do the same for you. Seems Our Majesty's really into your place. Don't see that every day, seeing as we're never anywhere the same for long.
Is this another Victoria character, is it?
Work or what have ya, you got to have guts.
Harold Ian voice.
Whoa, whoa, chew before you swallow, mate. Hey, someone bring us some more meat. This girl's got an empty belly to fill. Bleeding Morgan. She might seem like a layabout mostly, but she's our tactician when push comes to shove. Gets the job done. Gets on my nerves otherwise, though. And she loves it. Doesn't she look brilliant? Like
There's actually some decent VA in this game then, yeah. That's insane. I'm not gonna lie, not like because I didn't expect much from the game at all. I just didn't expect the VAs to be this decent. These are pretty decent. These are.
Like a liege with a hammer in hand. I'm even more keen to see the look of her holding a sword, though. Out with it. Don't beat around the bush.
Out
just
with
say
it.
it. Who do you
Sounds like she should be working in the Queen Victoria.
want dealt with?
Get out my pub.
Look at you spaced out like an idiot. Your own bloody fault if a tiger bites you. I'm Indra. I don't have any of those weird, crazy powers. I let
was
my
a gang
fists
leader.
do the talking. Nice to meet ya.
To be fair, she's in Victoria. True, yeah, true.
Nice. This is good stuff. Promotions are great. Almost as great as fighting is. Don't be afraid. I'll protect ya. Where's the battlefield?
Decent amount of voice lines as well, isn't there?
So, who's in the market for a wallaby?
Read after. All right, I've got Harold up
Mind
here.
your
We'll have a
own
look at
sodding
Harold
business
and
and let me be.
we'll have a look at Reed as well.
Come on! Show me what you've got! Oi!
We're only 200. It's not much at all, is it? I'll get that done in no time at all.
On with it, plod.
No time at all.
Alright, it's my turn. You bastard! Nothing can stop me! You're dead meat! Give it up! That's the stuff!
What's this here where it says 4-star result, 3-star result? What's that in reference to? Sub 3-star results. What's the deal here? What does this mean? Milnar and Reed's VAs are both in Elden Ring. Stage result. Okay. I get it.
That's what I call a kick! You don't go home happy without some bloodshed. We got some who fled. Bunch of cowards.
Nice one.
Not bad. But I'll get you back for this.
Yeah, like when I
What's
first
it-
saw it, I was like, is that like pull versions of the character? Like, is there different variants? Is the character that's higher rarity? But yeah, that makes sense now.
This room about.
Yeah, makes sense.
More of a squeeze than anywhere I've been.
4
Oi,
stars the challenge,
stop
3
bleeding
stars when you
death
clear
wish.
regular, sub 3s when you're 2-star or 1-star the
Come
map.
here.
Okay.
Let me get my arms around you. Yeah, I mean hug you. What's up, Doctor? Arknights.
Okay. All right. I like the fact that we've got some diverse accents here as well. This is good. We need these more in games, you know. As I say, it gets boring sometimes doesn't it, in games when it's just all the same accents, you know. Whether a game goes like that, like I haven't got an issue with American accents, but you know that sort of just middle of the road kind of flat American accent in every character. And it's just like, how does it lacks a bit of immersion sometimes because you've got people from all over these different places and they all seem to sound like they're Midwestern or something, you know. I tip my fedora to you, Sir Harold. Speaking of that, yes, there's different versions of characters and rarities. Okay. All right, 2 seconds. I think Rosie's just messaged me. Give me a moment before we go into this. All right, she's messaging me on WhatsApp. Guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody hanging out as well in stream. Guys, if you haven't as well, drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. Just to let you know, I am a bit of a gacha tourist. I kind of go on vacations all over the place. I am planning. Next stop that I do start is going to be Arknights. At the moment, we're just doing a bit of Wuthering Waves 2.1, catching up on Zenly Zone Zero a little bit. I have been dabbling in Reverse 1999 as well, which is a game I really like. I don't know if any of you guys played Reverse 1999. Nice little game. I do like it. But yeah, we're gonna be vacating here soon. All right then, let's get into it. This is Harold's English voice lines. I've been impressed so far. I'm liking the VAs. It's gonna prime me prem. Hey Soul, how's it going?
An adjutant, one you can trust. and secretarial busywork.
Okay, my guy's dapper. Holy cow, this dude's dapper, right? Where's this guy from? Is this another Victorian? Jeez. Okay, all right.
Will never hound
Very,
you
very
again.
dapper.
Between ourselves, that's an industry secret.
The pencil
Said it,
tash as
Doctor.
well.
I would be loath to suggest you induct me.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Hip hip to Rhodes Island's young generation. They can fight and they can imbibe, my goodness. But youth's folly is ignorance, you see. They don't know all's fair in love and war. They never caught me diluting my drink.
Okay, I like this guy. I like this guy.
My head. Doctor, if you tarry, fetch me a sobering physic.
And that tune's clapping in the background. Holy cow.
What talent General Helagor's girl possesses. I'd gladly have the youths here make a friend of her sometime. All the while, my daughter plays the contrarian.
I always think, you know, when you see characters like this and he's got an ear here and an ear here, which is the ear that he hears out of? Or does he hear out of both? What's the deal?
But she at least heeds her father.
When you want to whisper to him, where do you whisper? That's the questions. These are the answers that I need, right? Both, perhaps. Okay.
Wise words. To speak of which, Doctor, that letter you're holding. Excuse me?
Whisper it in my ear. No, the other one.
Incorrect address. Returned to sender. Good girl.
Girl's got that 3D
No
Dolby
fear.
Atmos here in you.
Just a little more. Doctor.
Oh, they confirmed it, do they?
Yes,
Oh, no
like
way.
that. Stroke the girl on the neck there. Softly. Gently. Let her know you're there for her. You love her.
Is dude trying to tell the doctor how to raise somebody up? What's going on here?
Well done, girl. Now push. I see the child coming. It's a stupendous little bird and beast lad. Will? Charles? Funny business, they've vanished.
I was
What?
talking about animals.
They're off playing drinking games again.
Oh, is he?
They have
Oh,
the
okay.
nerve not to invite me. So be it. Let them drink. All the years they've been company to me, the old fellows, and what have they gained? A riddling of scars and chronic pains too pernicious for me to cure. How can I blame them? Now they've so little but tipple for pastime. War stories? No. A richness of topics I could be your partner in. Why one of such sensitive dearth? I've said my piece on it. The
Yeah.
battlefield.
What does that mean? Such sensitive death. I don't know what that means. What's sensitive death? Is that reference to something in the game, or is that death meaning? Scarcity. Oh, okay. Sensitive scarcity?
Lingers in your Sunday lapel like a
Darth
bad
Vader.
odor, and never comes clean, even should you change your suit.
Ex-soldier turned vet. I was thinking that because dude's got the you can't see because my camera's in the way, but obviously you guys know him. Dude's got the medals, you know what I mean? Dude's obviously had some acts of valor, if you will, in the military, I would assume. Dude is so dapper, man. I'm loving his outfit.
What say we talk of something else, Doctor? I've partaken of fine foods across the land, but, in my lowly opinion, only in the bosom of hometown, amidst the throng of locals, can you taste the most essential delicacy. This fondue tells
So he
such a-
seems like he's very upper class, but he also sounds like he's, you know, he's willing to get down with the people almost at the same time. Am I getting that wrong there? He seems like he likes it. He likes a little bit of fun anyway.
tale. You'd like a travel guide from me? Ha ha! Very well, as you wish. To be asked for a work so dear to my passions is my honor. You
His
have
wife
a
is
most
hot.
thoughtful gaze to recognize this Pike's Gaulish make. It was seized by my father's commander in the Battle of the Four Emperors, a spoil accorded to my father. Then, bless his resting soul, it was handed down to me. Some decades it spent crossing the fields of war. You'll even...
Is this music in the game as well? This music's fire. I'm really liking this BGM, yeah.
note the lost segment along the shank, much as I've lost a leg. Hush, Doctor. We shouldn't forget that I'm an officer to Victoria when all
Thanks for the
is said and
sub.
done. Befriend me you may, and depend on me. But never should you drop your guard nor tell me too much. Should the worst
Background music is the music of the event he was releasing.
The end of our continued association.
Arknights music is a masterclass. Yeah, from what I've heard so far, I'm liking
At
it.
my age, I'd fold under the regret. Don't watch your health now, and you'll certainly curse yourself when you're old. Here, I thought they'd finally given me hard labor on the borders, and yet... I wonder if the Empire's deigning to smile on me. Oh, where are my manners? You, then, should be my commanding officer from here on. I render you my services as a plain medical officer.
Okay, I like this music in the background.
Combat that would emphasize the individual's strengths.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
What
I think Soul is in chat.
revelation.
He is in chat.
Could it be? Is this in recognition of my surgeon's abilities? Ah, this means far more to me than a higher title ever could. I feel I could return home and open a practice right this instant. In fact, I plan to be off on...
This is such a, like, left field. And I know this really, like, minus the ears. He doesn't at the same time. Like, it kind of feels like dude could be a Pokemon master, honestly. I feel like dude would look, you know, it'd fit in with, like, maybe, like, in Team Rocky. I don't know why I'm getting that.
the morrow. Oh, yes, I'm pulling your leg. I tell you, I could have found no greater place than here to retire. Me? Surely I'm not about to be an accomplice in your sunbathing schemes. Attention, good fellows. Your only obliged consideration is how you survive. Agreed? Good
Yeah,
fellows.
fair, just to
Let
go.
us think of happier things, if I may. How about something nice to eat after this operation? Be a little
Dude would fit in having a stand, that's for sure.
courteous to our guests, boys and girls. At your service. I trust your plans are drawn. Great minds think alike. What fine scenery. A shame about the fighting. Fall in!
You woke up 20 minutes ago. Did you get up early? Damn. Yeah, sucks. That's my typical day, man. I didn't get to bed last night till like 2 o'clock as well, and alarm was going off at 6:30. It was like, oh my God, this morning was rough. I just didn't want to get up. And then my door messed up, my back door on my car messed up. I actually couldn't get my door to shut. Like, I had to hold my door shut, lock my car, fixed it now, but it was just like a whole problem. I really didn't feel like going to the gym today, but I managed to push through it.
I hereby command! No soldier may cower in the field. All casualties retreat! All others, cover! I say this once, protect your own lives first. I'll bear the onus. Outstanding peace talks. As I always say, bloodshed.
Okay, so he was like a...
Best
What was his rank in the military then?
I see I'm deprived of the chance to practice my surgery. A marvelous regret to have. You say I held back, do you?
Bear the anus.
Piffle. Don't you worry.
Piffle.
To admit our own defeat is a form of virtue. Doctor, your tastes are comparatively maverick. Oh? Are you angling to swipe my cane? Oh, Doctor, would you care to take a stroll with me? Arknights. Tally-ho, Doctor. Your presence suggests today will be a fine day indeed.
I like this guy. A 9.5 out of 10. Fair rating. They were pretty dope. Actually, all three. You know, I've enjoyed all three. Actually, they were really good. I wanted to read me a bedtime story. Actually, that would be a peak bedtime story. To be fair, yeah, I could get down with that. Lappland. Yeah, and Lappland is Merivigliosa. Marvelous.
Sleep tight.
Oh man, the resolution's weird on this video. Old school YT resolution, that is. Alright, let's have a listen to this one then.
Sleep tight. Enjoy your sweet dreams while you still can. A great evil stands in the way of justice. My master, in the name of hatred and revenge, lead the weak onward. Don't you just love how I keep getting more and more powerful?
Kind of reminded me a little bit of, is it Schneider? A little bit, not quite, in Reverse 1999. I think it's Schneider, yeah.
I love how much you trust me. You
Mamma
can't say
mia.
the same for Texas, right? Molto bene. That's more like it. Strength, unfettered, and unchained. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, this is what I was kind of hoping from Zani in Wuthering Waves, which is like the straight, narrow character. I need that kind of character in Wua, you know. Little bit unhinged, sounds a little bit, you know, a little bit like, but with that Italian fire as well. I'll be down for that.
You people, I don't think I'll even remember your faces after this one. Anyway, let's just get started.
Dixon.
Come on, Cherry Quasi Tesoro. Can you do it? Just try me. You'll have to try harder than that. Slice them up like a millefeuille. How do you like
Millefeuille.
it?
I like how we got the image of what that
Bravo.
was. Okay.
Now I want to crush them that much harder.
Okay. Yeah. We love a good psycho character. I'm here for that. A little bit of crazy, right? We all love a little bit of crazy.
Hey, Doctor. Hope you don't mind if I bring my weapons inside. I'll plop myself right over here.
Lappy crashed the
Somebody
truck
out to
through a
get you, huh?
courtroom.
Then have a long, hard think about who you
Lappland is
might
not
have
a
wronged
little
in the
unhinged.
past.
Okay.
If someone
Zani's voiced any more Basil, you know. Try the Italian dub. I'll have a
out
look
for
at his head.
revenge on you, don't hesitate. Just take them out. Once you decide to pick up a weapon, you don't need a reason to kill. It's been a while. I see that Texas made some friends. Affascinante.
Okay, I got one up here.
Can't wait to get to know them. You think I'm an assassin, huh? Yeah. All right. Call me whatever you want. I can be anyone.
Ehi, Doc! Non ti dispiace se porto dentro le mie armi, vero? Mi metto comoda qui. Hai qualcuno alle costole, eh? Rifletti su chi potresti aver infastidito in
It's actually kind of wild listening to a gacha game with actual Italian dub in it. It's kind of insane.
passato. Se qualcuno vuole vendicarsi, non esitare, fallo fuori. Quando decidi di usare un'arma,
Hey ma, pass me the gabagool.
non ti serve un motivo per uccidere. È da un po' che non ci si vede. Noto che Texas si è fatta nuovi amici. Che bello! Non vedo l'ora di conoscerli. Credi che sia un'assassina, eh? Già. Chiamami come vuoi. Posso essere
Is that the
chiunque,
Italian VA? Is it
fare
Elisa
qualsiasi
Constabelli?
cosa, uccidere quando voglio, finché
Yeah,
voglio.
it's actually impressive. That is Chris. What's going on, Equinox? How's it going, dude? Yeah, I like that. You know, as somebody who's only an EN speaker, I do want. It is my aim over the next couple of years. I would like to learn Chinese. I would like to learn Japanese. Japanese has always been what I wanted to learn anyway, because I want to go to Japan. But also, I can just watch anime in Japanese. You know what I mean? Yeah, as somebody who only speaks English, I love to see other, because like at the end of the day, English always gets represented because pretty much everybody speaks English to some degree, don't they? And with a lot of these games, obviously Chinese, Japanese, and Korean gets represented, but everybody else kind of gets ignored. You know what I mean?
Adoro il potere, Doc. E tu mi hai offerto
Only if they'll
un
eventually add
lavoro
sign
dove posso
language, you
usarlo
know.
a mio piacimento. Fantastico. L'unica cosa bella di questo mondo è usare il mio potere per conquistarlo. Texas. Mi teme, ma non voglio farle niente, tranne
Does have
forse
Russian
provare a
VA?
farla
That's quite impressive, that
rinsavire.
is. To go to that
È
lens.
diventata un gattino impaurito. La rossa! Oh no! Doc, tienila lontana da me! Non ho speranze contro di lei! Ma ho questa sensazione.
Although I have no idea what she's saying. Like, I can tell the quality of VA as well. It's good on both, at least so far.
Sento che... perché non vedo l'ora di lottare con lei? Dormi bene. Goditi il tuo riposo. Finché puoi. Un grande male ostacola la giustizia. Mio padrone, in nome dell'odio e della vendetta, guida i più deboli! Non è stupendo
Hold a
come
second.
continui a diventare sempre più
I
potente?
don't want to watch that. It's
È
all free
bello
already.
che ti fidi di me. Di certo non posso...
Chat, it's all free already, man. I've been sitting here watching Arknights videos for what now? You guys have got me deep in this rabbit hole, you know. 2.5 hours. 2.5 freaking hours. I'm hoping for a Polish dub. This is better if you watch Syracuse 3D PV trailer 2. Should be records from the Ian server. She's Texas pilled, you know. All right, let's I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because I do want to get to it because I'm kind of intrigued now. Should we watch the last video actually from Terrastorian? What do you reckon? The year of Pythia, is he? Once again, the hive mind drags a lost soul into the rabbit hole, right, for real. On Terrastorians, we've just got this one left now. We watched the timeline before Rhodes Island earlier, and about Bible. Think back to the trailer for a bit, because it all kind of spoils the trailers. We could have and watch it myself. What are the options? At the moment, we've just got the PV trailers, but we got like 70 deep in the trailers. I think we were just about to start hitting the 3D trailers, but it is R3 now. I've got like an hour left max to be able to stream. So I kind of was thinking we could do a couple of those, but we can't really go into the, like, we ain't going to be able to get through all of them, you know? So I was thinking maybe we watch this. That'll probably take us to around about getting on for 4 o'clock. Maybe the ARG instead. You don't recommend that one as much? Okay. We could go in with the trailers. What's the first anime? I know the, oh, we could watch that actually, yeah. The, what was it? The next stream will be, it's an iceberg 2 hours video. We are going to get into that at some point. Which one was it now? The Holy Night. Holy Night Light. You got bored by the VAs, everything else will be an improvement. Yeah, I've got to hold up. Let's have a look. Actually, it should be still there, shouldn't it? I got to. I think we got to 70, I think. No, we did. Where did we get to now, actually? It was either 70 or 70 or 71, was it? What did we get a little further than that? I can't remember now. Because we got to the point where I was like, you know, wrong playlist. Oh, shit. That other playlist. Which one was it? You guys did link it in Discord, yeah. Which playlist was it now? Hold up. Is that loud for you guys? That music seems really loud for me, even though it's down super low. Which ones was it now? Yeah, it wasn't that one. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Discord link one. Yeah. Steam Night animation is copyrighted, but it's cool. Yes, some people mentioned that actually. Yeah, right. It's the one Soul had, yeah. Then Rockets took down the video. Give me a second, let me just get it back up. All right, Breezely, thank you very much for stopping by, man. I do appreciate you. Shout out to everybody hanging out in the chat as well, guys. I do very much appreciate you all chilling out. It's been a pleasure, even though I've got no video gaming done today. Still appreciate it. Where is it now? Okay, I'm not seeing it in Discord. Am I being dumb here? Or what? Legend. Absolute legend, bro. Yeah. We got it. I was wondering why when I looked into that one, I was like, wait a minute. Why is he not showing the watched ones? Okay. Legend. Appreciate you, Soul. Absolute boss. Thank you very much. This is a jam, to be honest. Yeah, some alright non-copyright tunes, actually, on YouTube, to be fair. Chilling, vibing. Man, I got to get back to Aether Gazer to save for Parvati. I like Aether Gazer. It's a fun little game. So where did we get to? We did, yeah, okay, so I was right. Was it 70? We just watched 70, yeah, so we're going into the Under Tides event teaser now. 71 and beyond, yeah? Yeah? So where we going? March of the Patriot is also amazing. What, wait, what are we watching? Why is it a jam? Oh, I think they were on about, the music in the background, yeah. Yeah. Give me a second before we get into it. I will be back in one moment, and we'll do this. Let me leave the tunes on for you a second. Speak amongst yourself for like literally 2 minutes, guys. We'll be back in a sec. I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's have a look. Can mute the audio. Mute the audio on which one? It's copyrighted, not on stream. Which one's this one? The Steam Night one. Yeah, if we can watch something and still enjoy it without the audio, we could do that. Like what I could do is I can turn the audio off for you guys and I can listen to it kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? All right, let's get into this then. Let's get in this. Welcome back, Doctor. Oh, thank you. Let's go. All right. 71 Under the Tides event teaser. Let's go. Let's get it. Thank you again, Sol, for popping that back up in there so I could get back to it. I was lost. I was a little bit lost there in the all the posts. Oh, we're going. Is this 3D?
両友が海溝に引きずり込まれ、叫び声は咀嚼音にかき消された。
Screams unheard amidst the mauling. Is that Odo from Deep Space Nine?
家に着くと、開け放たれたドアから血の匂いが漂ってきた。
What's happening? We've got a mix of proper 2D animation as well.
4度目の検証任務。同伴者は皆失踪し、日を浴びた肌には潮が吹いていた。
She looks badass. Gotta love a good tricorn hat, right?
Lodos, 定期確認。今回こそ彼女たちを見つけ出せる。
It looks like one. Ooh, hey, guys. Hey, anybody who knows me from Wuthering Waves, I am a fan of the white-haired characters, you know. The white-haired master race is a thing in gacha games, because I love white-haired characters as well, and I must admit, I do so myself. Ooh, okay, where was that? Where was that? Man, that was very Bloodborne, that was. Instead of Bloodborne, it's Seaborn. Iberia. Okay. Hunter loses their home. The Iberia coast. Yo, Skyreach, thanks for the sub. Oh, that looks cool. Sorry to pause it as well. You know, when it comes to like Arknights in the gameplay, you know, with all of the story elements, right? You know, obviously, sometimes for streams, if something's going on for a long time, just so we can progress things as well, and obviously because I'm a bit of a tourist, if I do like skip, not saying that I will, but if I do, can I go back to read content so I don't lose the context of it, you know? Or if I skip something, is that it? Have I lost out on being able to, like, you know, garner that information? You know, just because sometimes, you know, like with streams, I'm like, right, okay, we've got a lot of reading here to be doing. I don't want to just sit here silently reading it. And sometimes when I try and do a lot of reading on streams, your throat starts to get shagged. you know? So it's like, all right, okay, I can skip this, and if I can read this back later and still enjoy the context myself, I can do that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can. Okay, right, sound. Awesome, brilliant, thank you. And he gives a summary. Olive, thanks for the sub. Gladia. Okay, she looks cool. I like how she's got the water swirling around her. Gladia the aura farmer. I love that video. She looks really cool as well. First ult 6-star. Very blatant homage to Bloodborne. Sorry to keep pausing it again. This is what I love about Chinese development teams, man. You know, you're starting to see it more and more. This is why the Western games, in a lot of places, at least in the AAA space, are getting decimated in regards to quality and levels of care, shall we say? Because it's evident that a lot of the people working in these games, right, and you know, the nerds, they love sci-fi, they're interested in the topics that they're making things about. You can see references about stuff within the genre of fantasy, sci-fi, all that sort of stuff that's like, you know, you can tell they enjoy, and it's connected to their own worlds. This is what I say, man. Like, again, with that Tides of Annihilation, Chinese developers are really starting to step their game up in what they're doing now. And you know, there's a lot of people in the Western game industry, specifically more so in the AAA space, less in the indie space. And I'm not saying all, of course. I don't want to generalize everybody. You can tell there's a lot of people that care's not really there for them. You know, they don't really care about the culture, if you will, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And you can tell these sort of guys do, man. It's the same with like a lot of other gacha games actually, in Chinese companies. I remember the mountain. Who's going to nick me? I may have worked on Girls Online before. Okay. He's a hyena, yeah. Is he like a hyena type? I forgot what they're called now. This music's nice as well. Music slapped as well. The music slapped. Yeah, again, you feel like that care. The right people in the right jobs in a lot of these Chinese corporations, you know, they're employing the best of the best, not the people who necessarily fit their political beliefs or it looks good to journalists. They're just like, yo, you're the best guy for the job. Come on in then. Make the content as good as it can be. This is a boss theme for this event, yeah, that's a tune. I gotta get ready to watching the anime.
Arknights side story 定石の下狩人一人リ
Oh, as well, yeah. I missed it. I'll get in all the other Bloodborne stuff. I missed the reference to the Hunter as well. Synthesize information. The hunter must hunt.
テラの大地に根付く
Like the
文
machine
明は
must grow.
長く受け継がれてきたものもあれば未だ若いものもある。だがどれも決して不変のものではない。ビクトリアの広大な領土は多数の中核国家と隣接しており、さらには複数の開拓地区と飛び地をも有している。
Okay, so they're
繁栄した経済と
almost like they're colonies, I guess, in a sense.
強大な軍事力が彼らの歯止めのない拡張を推し進め、このテラの大地でビクトリアの時代を築かせたのだ。かつて騎士の存在により台頭したカジミエーシュは
Old hag
今では
yapping.
騎士競技でその名をテラに轟かせている。大騎士領カバリリエル騎、このネオンと騎士が彩る都市で伝統的な騎士道と利益至上主義のビジネス思考が今なお激しく衝突を繰り広げている。
We got a combat esports.
先進的な
Not
海
really
洋
an
テ
esports,
ク
but you
ノ
know.
ロジーにより陸の強国になり上がったイ
It
ベ
was
リア。
once a land of power.
しかしまさにその海洋から来たる厄災によってイベリアの輝きはもろくも崩れ去った。国境は封鎖され廃墟が立ち並ぶのみとなっても海の脅威が遠ざかることはない。静寂に沈んだイベリアが向かう先は依然として未知のままである。ロッソレスまたの名をボリバルの
Is this like,
黒い
Bolivia?
心臓という
We're looking like South America
ボリ
here.
バル最上の酒、コーヒー、砂糖の他に年に一度のウォーリア
Man,
ーチ
some
ャ
of
ン
the
ピオンシッ
I'm
プ
I'm
は
feeling some of the BGM though as well,
際
man.
限なく湧き上がる富と快楽や名誉を追い求める者たちの目を引きつけてやまない。東方最古の
I think
地
it's like Mexico. Okay.
数千年もの歴史を紡ぎ続けている国がある。広大な国土、そして悠久な文化によって
More like
天
Cuba.
国の
Right.
繁栄は約束されている。国の奥地に深く踏み入った者はそう多くはないが、燕国の鬼人奇譚に関する伝承はこの大地で尽きることはない。太古と現代、神秘と現実、テラはせめぎ合いの中で存続し、衝突により変化しながら遅かれ早かれ誰も予測できない未来へと向かうだろう。
Good da. Official concept trailer. Is this a what's it? Yanni's China. Yeah. Is this is this the one that you guys were saying as a copyright? It's a copyright, yeah? Alright then. Let's mute. We'll watch on mute. Yeah, nice one. Like technically, like really, like oh well, we'll keep it muted. I could unmute it and try and clip it out afterwards, but YouTube hates that sort of stuff, you know. Yo, this fire on mute. Mute for you guys. All right, let's mute for you guys and I'll listen. Yeah. All right, then let's go. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me know if that's coming through for you guys, yeah. You shouldn't be able to hear that. Just give me a 1 if it's muted, Joe. It's muted for you. Okay, sweet. Nice one. Sound. Brilliant. Feels like proper hero music, doesn't it, this, man? Ooh. It's muted, but you're hearing it. It's probably because it's coming through my my headset a little bit, man. I'll sit back so you guys can't hear it. Or do you mean you're hearing it because you hear it? We just know it by heart. That's what I was thinking. Doctor. Ooh, the drop. Okay. That was a tune still.
今、あなたが初めに抱いた疑問を解き明かす時なんじゃないかしら。長い長い夜の後にはロドスアイランドにもきっと夜明けが訪れるわ。
Rhode Island shall breach into the promised dawn. We've lost the HD. We lost the HD, chat. We lost the HD. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Is that Teresa? We know the song so well we don't need sounds. It's some videos just keep defaulting for some reason in the playlist. Not all of them, but just the odd one here and there. It's not all of them. It's just it's here and there. It just like they keep defaulting. It is set. Let's say like this one's still in HD, and then like a random one will just drop down to lowest settings for some reason. Extension to force 1080p on every video if available. Oh, okay. So you got a giant pair of scissors. What the fuck? You know what? I said this before. You know this style here, this like the white to the pink to the blue kind of fade. I don't know what it is, man. It's something I really like. It's like I love it in March 7th. I love it in Jeje in Wuthering Waves. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it. It's so pleasing aesthetically to my eye. Like that fade of colour. Just looks so good.
So, 握手しようじゃないか。引き続きいい関係を築いていこうね、ドクター。
It's like candy colour, right? Yeah. Perfect. Actually, candy for the eyes. This bit of music here, is this like menu music or something? This little bit of music here. I don't know what it is about this. This is like super like soothing to me. It almost makes me. It's not, but it kind of just makes me feel like I'm in Valorant almost. You know. Stella Jade's colour. That's probably why they're doing it. Hey, buy it, man. Go on, look how pretty it looks. Oh, nice colours, yeah. Spend your money. Shop music. Okay. Scam music, you know. Elevator music, that's perfect, yeah. I don't know why, man. It gives me like Valorant vibes. Insert a drip. Vibing while burning, you want it right?
迷子になっちゃったの？行く先がどこかわからないんだね。アークナイツ新イベント10日序曲。それじゃあ一緒に探してみようか。
December 9th, 2021. Damn. Okay, YouTube, what you doing?
よくだよ、岩尾よ。立ち上がれ。あれは当てのない旅だった。アークナイツ、ウォルモンドの白母、復刻。抗い続け、この大地と向き合うために。
What's the length of the typical events on Arknights as well? Two weeks. Two weeks for normal, 3 weeks for big one. Week to 21 days. 3 weeks for anniversary events. Okay. I like her design. Hey, yo, I should stay out of the store, I think, because I think this music will get me to psychologically spend. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just chilling like, oh, wait a minute, I've put my card details on, and it's gone. That's nice. I like that. Londinium style Miko. We got more got in Arknights. That's how they get you, right? The Epoch collection. Or Epoch. Is that Epoch or Epoch?
Oi! Oi! Doctor!
Doctor!
ジャングルにでっかい滝もあるさ。いいとこだろ。って、ケイちゃんはどこだ？まあいいか。ここじゃ拳が全てだしな。私も幼馴染とよく喧嘩した。アークナイツ復刻機関
Is that the one that parrot pilots that, yeah? yeah, I'm looking forward to starting the game. We're like, what is it now? I've got to go through the rest of 2.1. I've got to do the fishing event. I've got to go and do my companion quests and catch up. Stack some asteroids in Wuha. I need to do the last little bit of Zenlis and catch up a little bit on Zenlis. Build out some of my roster. And then we should be ready to start Arknights. So I'm hoping like soon, man. Like tomorrow, what we'll do tomorrow, I won't be doing any like long reactions like this. We might just check out some videos around the gacha space and then get into the game so I can really get into, because I need to start cracking on with things now. Because I do want to start playing the game as well. But we'll chuck in the odd reaction here and there so we can get some videos up on the channel as well. Because I do like to try and get content up daily. I've got this Wuthering Waves Echo video to go up also. And then we can get on to starting our new tourist destination, shall we? Yeah, the fishing event's, it's a proper fucking event, isn't it, man? It's insane. I'm not going to lie, I'm happy about it, though, because I've been asking for a non-combat event in Wuthering Waves for ages. I think it was, weakest point was non-combat events. Yeah, it's very much like Dredge. I've never played it, but I've seen Dredge. I was thinking about getting it a while back. Well, yeah. I like it though, man. It's cool. I think it's a good baseline for them to do future events. You know, I know that's going to be permanent, but like, you know, to do future stuff like that where it's a little bit more than just a little mini game. Actually build it out, like. Oh no, it takes 3 to 6 months until you can play every content comfortably. Yeah, we'll try and get to the point where like once you first start it, we'll be playing it like consecutively. Then we'll probably try and get into a rotation where we play it like once, twice a week. Because obviously I'm playing a bunch of games at the same time, so I can't dedicate like the entirety to it. But probably for the first sessions, we'll probably play back to back for a good few days to dive in, like, you know. You hate this. Why? What was the deal with this? The Battle Royale. 6 months is like when you have around 12 or more elite operators. Okay. You can take your time. Yeah, do you know what? That's how I'm kind of treating all my gacha games at the moment. Unless it's a timed event that I need to like bash out, like, you know, I've got a week, 2 weeks, whatever. That's what I try and grind. Other than that, like, I've still got Encore's companion quests to do, Carlotta's companion quests to do in Wuthering Waves, you know what I mean? Like, I've just been taking my time. I've got so much content still to do from Renacita that it's insane. But like, I've done the main quests, like, but like, I've still got map stuff to do. I've got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm just taking my time now. So that way, then I can just bounce around games, do the stuff that needs to get done in a timely fashion, and just enjoy things at a pace. Because I got to a point where I was thrashing too much content in all the games, and yeah, it was making me not enjoy them so much. Are you guys saying you don't like this? I kind of like the vibe, though. What are you saying with this? A battle royale? In what sense? Like, how does that work in a game like this? Yo, thanks for the sub. I couldn't even see that name. It was too long. Cash grab character release. The event mechanics are a bit meh. Didn't even finish a rerun. Recommend the Arknights Almost Died video. Arknights Almost Died video. We ain't gonna be able to get around to watching it today because it's 4:10, guys. I'll be having to wrap up in a little bit, man, because I gotta go and get yo, Harus was it? Thank you very much for the sub. Arknights Almost Died and the community saved it. Is that what we're looking at? Shall I add that into the watch later? We could put it into the Arknights lore watch later because, you know. Yeah, all right. All right, okay, we can watch that another time. Community lore, right? Yeah. Sounds wild to have like. I'm obviously I'm assuming the battle royale works in a totally different way for this. Like, I'm guessing. Is it just like having to clear and then when you don't clear, it's out? Like, how does that work? So obviously in my head, I think typical battle royale, which ain't gonna work in a game like this, right? It's just story. Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck? Where we landing, boys? You know? Well, that ain't gonna work. I must admit though, I like the whole the aesthetic of these levels, you know? Silent Night. Got the bikinis, right? People's really blow the drama out of proportion. To be fair, though, that's gacha, right? That's gacha at the end of the day. You know, that it's like gacha and drama go together, don't they? You know, it's just what it is. And don't get me wrong, I've been around gaming long enough, you know. I've seen plenty of communities implode on themselves. Wild drama, but yeah, you know, the gacha space has its own special kind of drama, I think sometimes, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's just gacha fear, isn't it? Is it really a gacha game if there's no drama at some point, right? You know? Gacha and drama goes together like shit and piss. It's true. No, it's true. Okay.
ドストレスに集ったロンメンの古なじみバカンスのはずが用意された余興はパーティータイム無益な大義
Community hate these because the event introduced another limited character and low effect character.
アークナイツ新イベントドストレスホリデー逃がさん
It's like I remember, like, because I used to be heavily into, like, Call of Duty. The OG Call of Duty YouTube drama days were, like, wild, you know? Wild. The PvP between content creators was just constant. So, like, you know, I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. Oh, no, God, right? Okay, what's this? Is this are we okay to listen to this? But the iceberg video will explain it. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. Actually, to be fair, I'm looking forward to watching that. Oh, contingent contract is copyright free. Nice one. It's kind of a bop. It's kind of a bop still.
When the ground shakes, we ain't afraid. We're pushing every obstacle out the way. You better get your head in the game. We run this town back and
It's like an earworm song, you know? Contingency contract is the end game mode of Arknights, right? Somebody mentioned that. Somebody mentioned that. All right, guys, we'll make this the last one, okay? Stormwatch. I haven't got round to playing any video games today. It's your guys' fault. I'm going to blame you. Like, it's definitely not on me. Tomorrow's stream, just to let you know, for the people who like obviously want to watch this stuff, it'll be a lot less of this tomorrow. We'll be light on it. We might watch the Arknights died video, almost died video, and then we're going to get into some gaming tomorrow, just to let you know. So you know, if you're more interested in that sort of stuff, it'll be a bit lighter on it tomorrow. But it's Tuesday tomorrow. We'll probably Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be doing some Wuthering Waves and Zenley Zone Zero, and then Thursday, I think we'll get back at it. Yeah. Because otherwise, I ain't getting no gaming done. I'm just going to be falling down this fucking deep-ass rabbit hole of Arknights lore and videos. Victoria. They climb out from their graves. Yo, Shy, thank you very much for becoming a member, man. I very much appreciate that. Welcome to the Pro Sub Club. Thank you. Legend. Appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you very much for the support. All right, no, Steam nights tonight. Today, yeah, nah, it's like 4:15. I have to get my girlfriend from work at 5 o'clock, so it's just in the rush hour traffic and stuff as well, you know. I just one more for the 8th time, right? Shy, thank you very much though, man. I really do appreciate that. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Thank you for the support. The Hive Mind will be here with you that time. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to come and hop in whenever. As I say, I understand it, you know, like, I bounce around a lot of games. At the end of the day, I'm the same, you know. There's content creators I love and I watch regularly. Sometimes I'm playing stuff I'm just not that interested in. So I get it, you know. I just thought I'd let you guys know. So you might come in and be like, what's this dude playing this shit for? I don't want to watch this, you know. Is this the last bet? This is the last one. This is the last one. This one is. I have to break free. I like her design. Mulberry. You guys are going to get me started in this game before I got through 2.1 and I can't allow it. I actually kind of... So I've heard of a couple of YouTubers as well say that they're not a big fan... That they haven't got issues with Arknights, but they're not a fan of the actual in-game art style. I kind of like it, man. It kind of slaps. If you're curious, where you have to be careful of copyright video 243 and 244, right? I'll try and remember that. We got some idle skins, yeah? We got some idle skins. People don't like tower defense. Yeah, it's fair. Like, it's not my go-to mode, but I must admit, Zenley Zone Zero pretty much had like a tower defense mode. And if you guys saw it, it was the Bang Boo versus no worries, appreciate your soul. The Bang Boo versus Ethereals. I had a lot of fun playing that mode. It's really not my kind of mode, if I'm honest. I will genuinely be honest, but with how cool this world is, you know, that can do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. They're probably talking about the chibis. Yeah, I don't get it, because like, I've been saying this for a while. I don't know if any of you guys play Wuthering Waves. You know, we've got like a bit of a bunch of the chibi art in where we're now. We had it for like the 1.2 event and stuff as well. And I was saying it'd be really cool if we had a turn-based battle mode in an event in Wuthering Waves where the chibis were used for like turn-based fighting. I think that'd be fucking cool, man. hated tower defense. Now look at me playing Arknights for 4 years straight. Converted, yeah? Yeah, it's fair. I was going to say, I can understand it. You know, it's just not for some people, is it? That's totally fair. I suppose I'll probably, I can enjoy it a little bit more because I'm a fan of, like, pixel art as well, you know? Games that have pixel art. I don't know, man. They're just cool to my soul. This is Hypergrid's first game. Probably don't have much budget for this one. Well, I suppose it's kind of, again, this is what's created the, because it's done well enough for them to get to the point where it's allowed them to invest into Enfield and then probably pull in investors for Enfield as well. Same situation with, we were right, PGR was a big factor for that. 231, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Legends. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for hanging out today. I have had a blast. We've got no gaming done. I blame you guys. It's all on you. If you haven't as well, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated with like 70 odd likes. I don't know, can we hit 100 likes? Whether or not you do it after the stream, whatever, it'd be very much appreciated. Shy as well, thank you very much for becoming a member. I really, really do appreciate that. Show some love for Shy in the chat as well, guys. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow, but tomorrow be a bit more of a gaming heavy stream, okay, guys? Just so you know, so in case you come in and you're like, oh, you ain't doing the reacts to the trailers. We'll probably be back to doing this Thursday. I'm gonna say, yeah, back on it Thursday. So if you guys want to come out and hang out and do that, I've got another video going up tomorrow talking about Enfield, actually. A react to Enfield and just talking about my views on Enfield as well. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. And yeah, I'll catch you all a little bit later. I really do appreciate you for hanging out, man. Jeez, catch you later, dude. It's our master plan, right? Pull me in. I am going to start playing the game, though. I'm looking forward to it. We regret nothing. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you all later, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Have a good one. And I'll catch you all a little bit later. Ta-ra.